Okay. All right, there we go. Hello, everyone. Thank you all for tuning in on time. We're 1 minute late, but we're here with day 2 of PvPrimal's Rookie Rumble number 4. And we have the final 6 teams here today competing for the 25 million gil prize. We've swapped up the orders of commentary. So to start us off, we have Faraway James and Taro. And to end us, we're going to have T-Maker, who's also our cameraman and streamer for the weekend. So shout out to T-Maker. And Merlin back. So I'm going to hand it off to James and Taro to take you into these first 3 sets. So good luck and, have fun, everybody.
Yeah, sounds good. Thank you, Gary. I hope you all are ready to crown a champion today because it's Championship Sunday here for Rookie Rumble 4. We're down to the last 6 teams, and after the sets yesterday, we should have some really close ones in store. Joining me on the desk tonight is my best friend, Taro Breadbutter. How's it going, buddy?
Oh, it's going pretty well. I went and played some Top Golf this morning with my family. I've never done that before. That was strange.
But, hey, that's fun. That's
looking forward to this now.
Yeah, should be good. We have a couple really good sets lined up, and I think we're going to be kicking things off with Solar versus Big Dynamis Energy here in the losers bracket. Unfortunately, we will have to say goodbye to one of these teams here this afternoon, but after their performances yesterday, this could really go either way.
Yeah, I think Solar and Big Dynamis Energy, I would favor Solar a bit going into this, but I could see it going either way.
Definitely. I mean, I think their set versus Eidolon yesterday was certainly one of the highlights, really back and forth. They were able to apply so much pressure, really diving deep for some of those kills. Their burst is going to be really tough for Big Dynamis Energy to counter, but they too were able to dig deep in their first round loser set versus Counterspell. So it should be a pretty good one queued up. We're currently getting everybody loaded into the party finder right now, so we can go ahead and introduce the players if we'd like.
All right. Do you want to kick off with Solar and I'll take Big Dynamis Energy?
Sure can do. That sounds good to me. On Solar, we have Regis Darsic, Arimi Banimi, Crisis Asfina, Iron Chef America, Census Nero, and McCoy Yukihira. Definitely a lot of really experienced names there. Solar, very much an established team in this scene. Regis with that Summoner Extraordinaire coming out. So certainly a lot of damage they can provide. Census has been really rock solid on the Dragoon through yesterday too. So it should be pretty solid.
Alrighty. And on the Big Dynamis Energy side of the house, we have Sasula Sula, Sanguinus Smallblood, Raxgit Stacks, Katie Obanata, Bakamo Lindor, Masaru Zacharias. Big Dynamis Energy, I think, started off as a LunarCon team, but they've been pretty consistent and stayed together since, shown up to, I think, most of the Rookie Rumbles so far.
Yeah, I think so. Definitely a team that's been pretty active, and as well, definitely some familiar sights from Dynamis Qs as well. Some real experienced players there, and looks like we're loading into our first map onto the Palestra. Just to remind our viewers, this will be a best of 3 starting there, and from there on out, the losing team will have map choice. So here we go, our first set of the day, losers round 2 here in Rookie Rumble 4. We're getting things kicked off.
I'm trying to remember what the team comp was for Big Dynamis Energy yesterday. I know 4 out of 5 are staying the same here, but did they run Ninja yesterday? I think they did.
Let's see. I believe they did. I don't have it up in front of me.
Yeah, they did. I remember.
Yeah,
okay. Because I remember them being in Shikuchi and getting caught in Snapshot at least once and commentating on that. So seems consistent.
Looking over the comps here, though, I do think Astra has some really threatening stuff up there. Obviously, with the White Mage, you always have to watch the Poly in the opener. Not to mention how much damage behind it they're packing, right? Between the Dragoon, Bard, and Summoner, that's so much coming out the other way. Not to mention they get set up for the Dragoon with the Warrior LB. But that said, if they can survive that burst, and Umbra does have the tools to make that happen, a longer engage might end up favoring them with the Astra. What do you think?
I think it's called standard for a reason on Astra's side. It's a lot simpler and more clear what to execute, and it can go fast, push tempo really aggressively in the beginning. But yeah, that Paladin and Astro can really stall out a fight, and Red Mage can shine if it can take long enough.
All right, here they go. They open up straight onto the Ninja. They get him instantly. A stun also goes out onto the Paladin. Iron Chef and Census in guard. Iron Chef running for the hills. Looks like he has the sustain. Probably going to live it, though. Let's see what they turn to. Rax now getting targeted. He's in guard on the speed lane. I don't think... Well, looks like he might be able to get out. Here's Census hounding him, though, as he gets to the cover. As he gets to the dash, I'm sorry, to go onto the White Mage, who's also going to take a little bit of heat. Looks like they will get the pot as Rax will go down. A lot of stuff. Wait, there's the blow the Sanguinus in a tough spot. Will guard just before getting popped. Lots of damage coming out. There's the poly. There's the bind from the summoner. They will go down.
Solar's gonna, or sorry, Big Dynamis Energy's gonna have to retreat here and look for a regroup. That was a pretty rough opener. I think it's just that tempo advantage that the standard comp has. They got that first 1 GCD and made the fight into a 5v4 very fast.
And not only did they hit that 1 GCD onto the Ninja, it looks like Rax took a lot of cleave too with that Whirlwind and was also dropped pretty low. It gave them a very easy second target.
We
Here
have a
comes the
White
ring
Mage
gauge.
LB on the table.
Oh, that it is. Couple guards on point here. There's the laser. Doesn't look like they're going to be able to convert. The Ninja's currently in guard. The point is pushing back. There looks like damage on the Census. That's a couple guards out for Astra there on the Speedway.
They have the Warrior Scream, Bahamut's out.
Yep, they aim for the Red Mage. That's a lot of damage all at once. Well synced up there from Astra.
Still have Dragoon to play with.
Target looks like Masaru, who's getting just chopped in half by that Warrior OB. Warrior still running very deep, is currently Rax anchoring on the point. Looks like they're going to be the natural next
Paladin's
target. There's
looking
the
in
stun.
danger here.
Yeah, that's going to be
Going
it for them. Luckily, they're not in too terrible of a spot. Katie in kind of a tricky spot. Good on Astra to start the point push now, because it looks like Umbra's in the spot where regrouping is going to be difficult.
Census
Oh, wait.
got caught in life there in that silence.
That he did, and that's a really
Made
good
it out,
macro
bro.
to help save everyone's life from Sasula, so it looks like they won't have to regroup as hard. Rax is almost back. Sanguinus dives onto the point, stops it, pulls them off the 50 at the cost of his guard, and will get the
Don't
safety.
touch the 50,
Laser
they
to
can just-
Sasula. Uh-oh. Wait, no, they're looking Masaru Sasula at the same time. Jump onto them.
Dragoon's in
Census
the
up
air.
in the air. Who are they going to get? Sasula's in trouble. Wait, that's the cover out. Very well done. However, a
Baby
lot's
walks
going to
into
land.
it.
Yeah, the Ninja's going to take a lot of damage. Southern Cross going to come down, not able to secure anything. Health bar is looking very good for Astra right now. Oh, Sasula's in a world of hurt here.
That Warrior Bahamut's coming back up again soon.
Wait, that's two really good picks there for Umbra there, as the Summoner's going to get sent back to the spawn point. Census will guard, looking to get out of there. I believe he will have his back
Once
flip
that
up. especially
floor
if he gets the
pot is
spot.
able to get it, he should be fine.
That he is. Okay. Umbra's going to be able to survive, and what's nice is they... Oh, wait.
Oh, Iron Chef might have gone in too deep trying to help peel for Census.
He will get out with
seems
the
to
aid
be
of that
okay.
cover. Doesn't
Has
look
to
like
bring
he
a
can
guard, but-
purify. So I think something that's going to really help Umbra here is that they didn't
Maybe
have the
stop
burn of
this
Paladin
before
on
it hits
me.
the 50. They're just gonna let it go. Interesting.
That they do. Okay, there's the backflip. They will aim Rax instantly before that LB. Really well done. And they'll pick up Sanguinus too. This is already looking really sideways for Umbra. Looks like they're going to have to back off. Bahamut's going to go into the guard of the Ninja, who will teleport away. Sasula won't be quite as lucky. They're going to try to make it out, but unfortunately, that's pretty short-lived. Let's see if Astra... Let's see how far they push this. They will
Yeah, they
a
just kind of
little
let
bit.
it roll in and played around that Warrior Bahamut, held it for the refight there, and took that really decisively.
Mm-hmm.
I guess they're just really confident they're going to win that fight and then get the push past, since they already have 85% progress here. But
Let's see. Rax will burn the Purify to try to get to point before they can stop it at the
Point
50.
mage
We'll take a
laser.
bit of the damage. Good LB to stop the pressure from the laser. They are aiming Sanguinus, who's in guard, taking a beating. They will get the counter pick onto Arimi, which is really good. The Southern Cross will go out, and the Red Mage looks like they will live with that pot. Well played there to secure the pick and stay alive themselves.
a lot of LBs on the table still for Umbra. We can make something happen and turn it around.
Very much so. There's Census in the ears. The Scorch goes out on the White Mage. Who's he going to find? Sasula not in guard anymore. Bloated back and will go down instantly. Astra will be back to full strength soon. Their fifth member running back to the fight. Rax currently in guard on point.
See if we can get value out of this Ninja LB. Can we get
Yep,
more than
Census
one?
is the
Oh, we
target.
didn't even get one. That's unfortunate. They went just under 50 and healed before they got the button out.
Oh, Rax went very deep to try to get Census there, who will get out and he will go down. Neither team has to be on the point right now, but things are looking dark for Umber right now in a 3-on-5. Census will get the reset out as Master's
This is
taking a lot
sort
of
of
heat
that-
here.
Unfortunate. Ooh.
That laser hits too.
Sasula's got
will
the guard ship.
purify.
They should just be hunting them down here.
Yeah, that's true.
Looks
They
like they
purified
will.
the rend, but couldn't do anything about the bloated there. The Ninja diving the point now as opposed to later. Rax will be up in time to kind of take it back before they touch the 50. They will have to get 15% before this game ends. They're going to try to hunt him. Will he be able to get there in time?
Only
Here comes the Purify. There's the shield. He's so slow in the guard. Sanguinus will get there first. Kind of awkward now with both of them on the point. Rax targeted out of guard.
Yeah, a little bit
go out.
stacking up into this cleave here.
Looks like they're trying to counter-engage on the Regis. Now there's 3 on the point. All 8 Rend, I think. Rax will finally go down. Sanguinus in guard. Was able to sustain through with some white mana there. Iron Chef also in guard.
Point to avoid getting bloated off, but... Oh, yeah.
A bit tricky there. Regis was doing a really good job with the damage, but I think they kind of got a little bit tangled up in who was standing on point. To your point, though, bloat is obviously that big risk once they break the 50, but it seems like they took a lot of damage there.
Yeah, they feel forced to have at least 2 on at a time so that you don't just get nudged off and instantly lose the game. But when you start having to stack, then you run into getting cleaved, and it's such a downhill.
Yeah, it can make it so much harder to stabilize those kinds of situations. It did look like the Red Mage was doing a good job with white mana there, keeping things cycling. Magic Barrier there can also really go a long way.
Yeah, their comp has a lot of tools for stalling. It's just really difficult from that position.
I think the other thing that Solar did really well is in that fight at the Roan 50, they were able to really target Rax get stacks early and take him out before the Paladin could LB and really glue that point on their side of the map. So that way, when it pushed back finally and then in overtime, they really didn't have that much room to maneuver. Looks like we might have a comp change here, I think. It looks like Rax Get Stacks might be going Warrior.
Yeah, looks like they might be changing it up. Need a little bit more tempo on their side, perhaps.
Yeah, I could see that. Obviously Warriors more the hit the gas kind of pick. And they already, to what we were talking about, have a lot of ways to stall. Between the Astro, the Red Mage, with their Magic Barrier, that kind of thing. They can really amp some healing if they need to.
Yeah. I do like Paladin with Red Mage just to help them get to play their game for some scenarios. But it's definitely not necessary, and that Warrior is just so much more tempo for the team to play the opener.
That's true. It also didn't look like they were really looking to play that style of the offensive cover through their Paladin. It looked like they were trying to make the fights longer rather than really buying the Red Mage the wiggle room they need to push their buttons at their leisure.
All right, looks like we're sticking with this Warrior picks so far. And it looks like we're going to Cloud9.
That's right, Cloud9. So this was Big Dynamis Energy's pick. Looks like they wanted something a bit more open and a bit more snowbally. What do you think? I think this might be tricky going into a team that's kind of standard.
You know, we talked about it yesterday in the Solar Eidolon set that we commentated on, but this map's a really good fit for Solar's playstyle. It's pretty much exactly what they want to do most of the time that they play, so it'll be interesting to see what it is the Big Dynamis Energy thinks they have that has a 1-up on Solar here.
Yeah, I'm also curious. I'm thinking back to the opener now, where the Ninja really got opened up quickly, and also Rax took a bit of cleave, and that really put the fight in a tough spot right off the rip.
Yeah.
I wonder if they want to play that corner a bit more and then use the Warrior to buy the space so they can still LOS around that wall just with the banner there. But that can be tricky because if you do give them too much of an opening, they can just walk up and you're all out in the opener just like Palestra all over again.
Yeah, I'm wondering how much of emphasis the Big Dynamis Energy side is putting on Ninja on the upturn. It puts you to exactly 50% when you drop, so you can just snap somebody as they're falling. I wonder if they're just looking to take advantage of that, or if they have some other game plan. We'll see.
Yeah, the Warriors on both sides could be able to set something up like that. Right, here we go. Game number 2. Big Dynamis Energy playing for their tournament lives here on the second day of Rookie Rumble 4. Everybody running out to mid. The Ninja standing pretty far up. Not too worried about last game, and here comes Rax.
Not sure what... there's the Iron Chef pre-guard that I always expect.
Looks like Astro is going to be the target. Very well executed there from Solars. Looks like they tried to get onto a Remy first, but the guard is going to come out. Kade now taking a lot of damage. There's the Poly and the second kill, and blown up by Regis's Ifrit's second hit. Sanguinus is going to jump out. Rax kind of all alone in the middle. He's going to be the third target for Solar. Unfortunately, Big Dynamis Energy couldn't really get anything going, and it's going to be another convincing Solar win in the opener as Sanguinus is
Yeah,
going to try to
they
get to the
made this
point.
change to they made the change to swap Warrior in over Paladin for the extra tempo is my guess at what they would want, but it's still going in Solar's favor here for the opener.
And I think you mentioned it yesterday with Iron Chef kind of diving in with the pre-guard and then able to hit like a point-blank rend that I think hit a couple Census was right there on the damage on the second end, so
What
well
I'd normally
executed there.
expect from them is kind of just sprinting it across the middle chokehold and pre-guarding though, and they're kind of playing it slow and careful this time.
Ooh, a huge laser is going to take out Rax pretty immediately again. The Astra doing their best to heal everybody back up as Astra's taking a bit of damage spread off a few targets here. Who's the next target? Sanguinus in guard on point. Same with Iron Chef America. He's going to backflip his way to safety. But they're still going to aim the Red Mage. There comes the jump. There comes the Summoner dive. Doesn't quite look to be enough yet. And there it is.
Man.
Regis with a second hit of Ifrit once again.
They've already broken and are past that 50 point. They have LB advantage here. This could be a very fast game in Solar's favor.
It looks like it. Unfortunately, the Ninja really caught out. Stunned while invisible there was an easy target. Here comes Bahamut. That's a lot of damage. One guard out of the Astro. They will rend on the stacks, but Sasula's in a really tricky spot. There's the Bahamut laser beam coming down, sawing away with the Warrior. Regis now on 4 kills. Masaru getting blow the back senses in the air. This is a big problem. Sanguinus forced to guard. Masaru kind of getting ratted. Sanguinus is going to have a hard time. They won't have their guard for the wind here. It doesn't look like they'll make it that long, though. Oh, everybody goes
This
up.
fight
I think
is working out for Solar just because they had more resources going into it, but I think they were on 2 separate pages there, to be honest. The Warrior is screaming one target that's in guard, and the Bahamut's coming out before they get to press it.
Unfortunately, the Tornado kind of making a big difference there. They couldn't really push all too cleanly. Unfortunately, it's all down to Rax here on the point. There's the laser. That's a big problem. He will go down. Looks like Solar's going to take this one 2-0. A very convincing performance from them as they will move on.
Yeah, that game turned into quite the expected Cloud9 snowball.
Definitely playing with fire there, and I think Solar was all too happy to take it. They wanted to push on the gas, and they really did so convincingly. So congratulations to them. I would also like to congratulate Big Dynamis Energy. I think they had a really great tournament today. Their set yesterday with Counterspell was a real banger. So just want to congratulate them on a great showing and giving us some great sets. So thank you to them.
Yeah, they've put up some very good games.
All right. Looks like now we're going to be moving into our second loser set, that being the Crystalline Orphans and Nah-Eyed Rat. And from what I understand, you have a bit of a favorite in this one, don't you?
No favoritism ever, of course.
Of course not, no.
No
We're
favoritism.
professionals.
Yeah. I could never be showing favoritism here, But having said that, 3 members in my FC here and 2 good friends of the FC otherwise. Let's see. Do we have the panel up for Team Nah-Eyed Rat? We have Satoru Gojo. Currently on Reddit Intellectual, you'll see in-game, but Bicycle Salesman. Kuva Curebringer. Sir Oswald. Sylvie-chan. Goemon Decat was a sub for them, and Nightfall.
And this is a team that played really, really well yesterday. Sir Oswald was very much a fan favorite, coming in with the Paladin on some really big clutch covers yesterday. So I think we'll have a good matchup here.
Sir Oswald makes some banger edits and posts them in Revival from time to time. Should look up From Sir Oswald Has Video sometime. I recommend it.
That sounds like a pretty good search there. All right, let's see. And their opponents in this one will be the Crystalline Orphans. And on this team, we have Yuto Ichika, Rocky Star, Nova Skyfall, Eri Sadler, Chu Ru, and Sunny Ice. I know Nova yesterday was playing some Paladin as well. We might have a double Paladin matchup here. But they were doing very well in their own right. They're also a team. They're a team that only got knocked down to the lower bracket yesterday against the Charlenian Sharks. But in their first round, they did look very good, taking out the team we just saw, Big Dynamis Energy. So I think we should have a pretty good one here. Comp-wise, it does look like we're going to see another Paladin versus Paladin, which is always a bit of fun. What do you think?
This is This is the same comp they ran yesterday, but it's a bit interesting to me. One, it's no healer, and for the other thing, uh, I'm sure that they've done plenty of testing on their own and such, and this is what they liked best for Aerie. But when I know Aerie, I think of him as like almost exclusively a Reaper player, so interesting to me to see them put onto a Paladin role, kind of take more of a supportive backseat.
Yeah, I could see that. And also kind of running with the Dark Knight too. It looks like they're really trying to have some bigger bodies pushing forward. As we noted with Gnawed Rat yesterday, they very much have a comp that, you know, a bit more traditional, but I think really plays for their big LBs and use Bard to kind of make that come up a lot faster. Obviously, Bard with White Mage, you're going to get so many lasers. It really feels unfair, but that also charges the Dragoon and Dancer, which we saw them use to great effect kind of individually and together. As we're going to get rolling here onto the Palystra.
Yeah, they have a solid core on Nodrat with the Dancer Dragoon sync, and the Paladin can help cover the Dancer. As long as the Dragoon plays from like 30 to 40 yalms away from the fight, backflips towards the fight, goes there, you can't kill them before it. So as long as the Paladin covers the Dancer, the Dragoon space is far away. It's just such an easy thing to set up and play around.
No, I'm far away.
True.
All right, we're loading in
your
here.
account for success.
I always thought Yoshi P was targeting me because if you try to, you know, talk to an NPC that's like kind of distant from you, it says my name in particular, which is a little rude, honestly.
True.
I can't believe he'd do this to me. All right, here we go into Palystra for the second set of the day. We have Not-Eyed Rat versus Crystalline Orphans. And there they are on the Astra side, rocking the Paladin and the Dark Knight. Unfortunately, we will have to say goodbye to one of these teams. And here we go on the other side. It's everybody's favorite-ish Guardian Knight, Sir Oswald, leading the charge. We're Not-Eyed Rat.
Waldo. All right. In the opener, I think the immediate pressure is a bit stronger from the Orphan side, but
Yeah.
with the polymorph and the cover options for Nodrat, we have potential for them to win out if it's not. How to put it? Their one GCD might be just a bit worse, but they have a lot better tools if it goes to 2 GCD.
Yeah, I could see that. And with Poly, it's such a powerful tool, especially in the Paladin. I'm very interested to see where Aerie Saddler plays, because a lot of Paladins, especially if you're playing for that, you know, second chance kind of cover style, you play way back. But, you know, if a Paladin gets covered and gets popped, not only are you down one person, you also don't have that safety blanket there.
Yeah, you probably let the Dark Knight go in first on this and then cover quickly after, but it'll be interesting to see.
Speaking of, there's a big plunge on the Kuva. They will drop one Shadowbringer there. There's a stun on the Oswald. How hard's the engage on him? He will get the shield off. Aerie kind of taking some space back. Nova looks like they're taking some damage. There's the suck. It's going to catch 3. Aerie already has the cover on the Dragoon. They're going really offensive with it. That's so much cleave coming out on the Umbra. Oswald in trouble currently in guard. Let's see, how much damage do they have? There's the second hit from the Dragoon. Will they be able to get him stunned right before the potion? Summoner dives in. They can't rat the pot. Oswald staying alive by just a second. Nova might be out of gas here. They are trying to get away. There's the polymorph. Lots of damage. Reddit Intellectual, the only one with line of sight. Danger. Oh my gosh. The Dragoon will go down in the trade. Oh my goodness. Such an interesting fight. Yuto now will get the guard off.
Not Rat.
Oh, Aerie is there with the cover. Well done.
See where this laser goes if it gets any value.
Yeah, the cover is also out for Oswald. Sylvie
will
go down.
No, they ghosted the White Mage laser.
Oh, that's tricky. They still have the push, though. It is a 4v5, and lots of LBs are almost up for Astro. Reddit Intellectual currently guarding on point. Will they be able to on away? There's the stun. There's the Confeteor. A bit of damage on the Nova. Doesn't look like it's going to mount much.
Looks like Bike's just trying to die in point. It'll push back around, and then they'll have to play off that LB sync with Dragoon Dancer.
Yeah, you are right there. But the LB situation is already looking scary. Astra very close to assembling Exodia here.
One of the best counters in the game for Dance Dragoon Sync is just Paladin LB, and they might have it in time.
Yeah, I can defay things really aggressively. Sir Oswald already on the point. Won't get silenced up. There's the Bahamut. Looks like it's going to hit a couple. The Dragoon's in the air as well. That's a lot of guards out. Okay, there's the Paladin LB going to drop. Yuto doesn't look like he gets all too much there. There's the Dancer and Reddit Intellectual way in the back. Here comes
Aries
the other
just gonna-
Dragoon up. Churu instantly
Oh.
gone. Nova also really
That's-
chunked. Yeah, this is a reset from
That's rough.
Airy.
I don't. Airy had a Paladin LB on the other side in time to play back with it, but they just didn't use it.
And Airy will go down inches away from getting that pot. I'm surprised he didn't proc it. Still has the Paladin LB in his pocket. Unfortunately, Yuto might not be long for this world. There's 4 people all over him. Backwards to get
Yes.
away. Not enough.
Not I'd rat. They're just gonna stay in here and fight.
Oh, that they are. Chu in a lot of trouble. Trunked before they could guard. Dark Knight also taking a bit of damage. We'll heal back up with that AoE, but Chu just eating so much
It's
damage
gonna
to
be
the point
such a
taking
brawl
away.
sitting here while Sylvie just wise mans the crystal across.
Yeah, now Nova in trouble with the swap. They will LB to get out of it, so they did get the value
staying
off the
alive with
cover as
their
well.
LB.
That's true. Oswald probably in trouble here out of this guard.
I would imagine Oswald goes down here. Yeah.
Last Era will take
It's
it.
alright
And they are
though. They get
contesting the point.
97% progress on that crystal. If they could get it
Crucially, no
across,
capture.
that would be huge, but might not be able to.
He still has his LB here. I'm interested to see if they take it. It is a 4-on-4. Bard LB's going to go out. They do get the capture. There's
the phalanx.
That's good. Goes out just in time for another combination
Reiki
of the
Star's in
Dragoon LB.
trouble.
That they are. They stun back onto the point.
Get the kill. Somehow they've swung the numbers advantage in favor of Nod Rat here in this fight.
Wei Chen takes a bit of heat. Ares definitely in trouble now. He was the rock on the point. Gonna swap with the Dark Knight. Will they be able to get to the potion? Looks like they will. That's some really good cleave, too, out on the Astra.
Nod Rat is keeping the tempo. Sylvie's going down here, but
It doesn't look like they'll be able to find the trade on the Airy. They will be able to get the point off their 50. Unfortunately, they did slightly progress
they
past
hit
that
the
50% mark.
50.7,
Oh,
so
no.
it's good enough.
Oh, and Chu takes some really good heat. Nova, the second follow-up target there. They still have a lot of gas in the tank. Oswald going to go ahead and rip the LB here, trying to push this advantage. Yuto also in guard. Oh, that's a lot of low health bars for Astra here. Yuto clinging to life barely. Tries to backflip away. Will hit the wall. There's one jump. Looks like they got the tick on Gojo. We'll
Only
hit that.
30 seconds left with a push advantage on Nod Rat's side. They need to make something happen.
Airy will go down. Unfortunately, did take the poly. Nova, the only tank left. Looks like they're
Pushing
taking a lot of
little
damage.
too far forward here when they're not regrouped.
Yeah, it looks that way. Oswald living in the back line, living up to their name. Oh, in
Churu
the
in
air,
trouble
Churu.
here.
Oh goodness, this is going to be big. They
Yeah.
snap both in the bigger
That's
damage
2
circle.
down and it's game over. That's
Oh
game 1.
boy, that is
For
game 1.
Nod Rat.
It looks. I really like how they played that second fight while they were ratting, because even when it got hairy and they lost Oswald after the cover and Dark Knight LB really cashed them out, they still had the ticks on the point. They were able to fall back. They brought it to a worst case scenario of a 4v4, and they kept their foot on the gas, because even if they had the reset in that fight, they would still be able to fight prior to them touching the 50. So well
Yeah, I
managed
think
there.
the big highlight I'd want to point out with that exchange was really just when Oswald cover guarded on Gojo there, Gojo didn't stop an elixir. He just ran out and kept fighting and getting that kill
Mhm.
exchange back. Oswald's
Yeah.
always going to die when that cover guard ends on his side. So I'd prefer to see you just scrap and get that 4th kill. Or that kill to make it a 4v4 instead before. I think if Gojo just elixirs there, they get nothing, and then they're at a massive deficit in the fight.
Yeah, that's true, because in their worst case scenario, they just have a 4v4 while they have the crystal pressure, right? Win or lose the fight, they're still getting so much value.
Yeah, I just wanted to highlight that because I think everybody gets really fixated on like cover guard with Paladin, but every now and then, you got to think about how much tempo you're losing to just stop fighting. Even if you're say 80% health, no mana, might seem really tempting, but just consider what you're losing.
And a lot of times against better teams, if they're able to follow up with second targets and such, a paladin cover doesn't mean that no one dies. It just means that target doesn't, right? So that could be the paladin
Yeah.
afterwards. That could be a swap, right? So if you really want to get the value out of it, sometimes the offensive strat is the way to go.
Absolutely. I think if the orphans want to be able to win this comp v comp matchup, they really need to put more emphasis on using that paladin LB to negate the dance dragoon combo.
Yeah, for sure. I think we saw Ari had a chance there in that first engagement towards the
Yeah.
Nide at 50. Doesn't look like it quite lined up though, and they were to get big returns both on that and right at the end of the match.
Right. Yeah. I think there's a few opportunities there for it and kind of let it go. They don't have the healer to recover.
Hmm. All right, here we go. On to map number 2. It will be C9 as the choice from Crystalline Orphans. Again, this is the second time we've seen this map order. Although that said, they have a few more bigger bodies here to try to push through, and also that Warrior isn't quite as much of a threat in these comps. What do you think of the choice?
Trying to think. I still think I prefer Red Sands for the comp that we're seeing out of the Orphans here, but
Mm.
perhaps they're worried about some other factors with that.
Oh, and it looks like we do have a swap. We do have a Warrior now instead of a Dark Knight. Interesting from Nova.
Oh, you
Okay.
are correct. I didn't notice that.
I do like that more, because I think what can happen...
Hmm.
Like, I guess my original anxiety would be that Umbra would benefit more from the long sight lines because they're bringing, two ranged more so, right? And it's easier to hit Wormwinds on the target,
Yeah.
when there's fewer, like, places to LOS. But with the Warrior, I mind it a lot less if you're just going to try to, like, hold the gas and, like, hold W at them and just try to get in there, right? They have the damage to secure those. They can eat a poly, it's okay, especially if they catch Oswald, who's the biggest body on their team. If he has to stand
Yeah.
more towards the front, you could really kind of defang that opportunity, to mitigate your burst. So let's go. Let's see what they do. Looks like they are playing pretty aggressively.
I feel like I would want to see them play even more aggressively here. They're kind of waiting. They got the pan on the Warrior.
Here they go. Who's the Rend looking for? He's going so deep. He'll blow the first on the Kuva. Sir Oswald taking a bit of heat as well. Looks like they split burst, although that's 2 guards out of Umbra
Real
immediately.
kill threat yet.
Oh, Yuto takes so much burst afterwards, straight at the guard. Ari has to run, will get stunned up, currently covering Nova, however, taking so much heat in return that the Rend will hit a couple, but Nova's going to fall second. So
Saros Waldo with no mana over here. Still brawling like he should.
no mana, but the whole team alive. That's what you want to see out of your Paladin.
Absolutely.
So it does look
so
like
much pressure there for their team.
Yeah, I think so. And it's interesting that they chose to pay on Nova in so they could get really, really deep, and they picked Kuva first as a target. What do you think of that?
I think they were just, in general, they were just really slow there in the opener. They kind of lingered a bit by the wall. I think if they just went faster, they could have got something. This engage, I want to see Sylvie using that white mage laser.
That was a really good swap target. I think... Oh, that's a huge laser, though. Popping out on the Nova second. They will go down. Ari also in a bit of trouble there as the Wormwinds will hit a couple. Raki's going to be the swap target, it looks like. Let's see. Sir Oswald in guard doesn't have too much in the tank here if they want to pick him next. There is a big scrap going on at spawn. Sylvie takes the damage, though. Will go down with a lot of MP. They will get the push kind of coming back. He's fending off the rat from the other side. Stun on the Kuva. Looks like they're just rolling GCDs.
Just need to wait here until that Phoenix times out and they don't have the damage down, and then they can fight. Gojo's kind of trapped alone, though.
Yeah, it looks that way. Looks like the collapse is coming in now.
Zone.
He will take the wind back to his team. Confetti or hits a couple as we're getting ready to reset. The wind will be coming in 5. Looks like both teams are going to back off.
I want to see Gojo grab this feather, actually. Yeah, I like that. I just want to see him press LB. Even though his LB was already charged, getting that black feather movement speed increase makes the Dragoon LB so much more deadly.
And that is 4 guards down for Astra. Here we go. Dancer Dragoon. There is the Paladin LB out on the other side.
The target.
Takes a lot of heat, living quite a while. We'll get the cover. Well done. Still no... Only Ari has the guard here for Astra. There's the yell from Nova. We'll stun up Gojo. Looks like
white
a bit of
mage
damage.
laser on the table.
They are a bit split. Gojo will be able to hit that Wormwind. Looks like they're re-engaging on them, though. Oh, barely alive. The blast arrow will take it out finally. Here's the guard out of Ari. Reddit Intellectual will get stunned up towards the backline. Not a lot in the tank here. Will they be able to take him down? Just a sliver of health. Finally, there he goes. However, Kuva is advancing the point. Summoner is alone. Will be forced to guard on point. Yuto will get lasered down. Will Sylvie go down in exchange? No more MP.
Here, really grouped up.
Oh, they will go down and guard.
Saros Waldo holding the point down till he dies.
A captain goes down with the ship. Churu, I think, did a good job there, kind of by virtue of the fight. Ended up being the one who had to hold the crystal, which is not Summoner's favorite place to be, but was able to stall out long enough with Aegis and Guard there, and then we're able to flip the fight around, which was well done, right? I think we talked about in the first game about trying to find the Paladin LBs on the Dancer Dragoon combo, and I think
Yeah, he did a really good job of mitigating that there.
Oh.
Blocked it on himself, obviously, and then also got the cover onto one of the targets that it was dropping onto.
Ooh, Yuto jumps in. However, Reddit Intellectual will guard the damage, goes down in exchange. Really good way to pull the trigger from Umbra there on it. Churu also in very deep. Nova Star forced to guard. Would be a really solid second target. Umbra can really take their pick here. There's the Dragoon LB. Gonna land really hard there on the Nova. And that's
Really
already a 2-0. Harry looks like they will fall next. The Crystal is pushing. This fight looks lost for Astra. Oh, can Churu stay alive? That's the full burst for the Dragoon. Oswald follows up. Does he have the stun? Not quite yet. Churu's still running for the hills. We'll make
really
it out.
Appreciate the discipline for Gojo to notice that there's an opportunity to get value with Dragoon LB alone and just use that and hold Dance LB for a second target later.
Yeah, that's true. Yuto getting picked there is going to be a big problem. That's one LB down. The cover is going to go out on Raki. However, Oswald's going to LB in return. Meanwhile, the Crystal is moving really far. Nova trying to get there.
The Dance comes out. It's not going to get any kill pressure because of the Paladin LB, but it's going to hold them in place.
That's a laser in the Nova. Will they be able to escape? They
Gojo
will try to Ren, trying to get something
pressured.
defensively going. Oh, Airy polyed on point. This is a big problem. They only have one more recoup. No more Juicy Juice left. They will try to get Sylvie, but the cover comes out. They're just not able to find quite enough offensive pressure. That Dragoon LB will hit a couple. However, it doesn't look like it can quite convert. Meanwhile, the other Dragoon up in the air.
Nodrat's side.
Yuto did a good job to get out of there in time. However, they're all alone now, and this could be a big problem. The swap has arrived. We'll eat the stun from Oswald. Does purify. That'll be important to track. Uh-oh. They won't be able to get the guard either.
Does make it to the point.
It's all down to Airy. Has to be a hero. Doesn't have the LB. This is going to be tough. Fedior Wormwind Poly. There's the damage. Raki here for the swap. Can Airy get away? We'll eat the laser. Trying to leave. Not quite enough. Raki half health now. Churu trying to get there. Can they make it to the point? They guard a little bit early. Barely walk on before that timer ticked down. Gojo, a shark in the water with that Wormwind waiting for the guard.
No Purify coming onto the point. Oh, the Dance might seal the deal.
Nova is
it
here.
Didn't hit the Warrior in time.
There's their guard. Airy is up now. He's going to be hauling over to the point. Big stun. We'll get one more recoup. That's pretty clutch. Airy will make it. Rocky on deck for the swap. Let's see if they can find any damage here. Oh, they cover Rocky. Oh, uh-oh. That's the Dragoon LB. Paladin definitely going down to this one. Rocky will get the guard, so True Raz made it back. They're just kind of stumbling in 2 by 2. Oh, big laser. We'll secure that. This is just so tricky for Astra. I mean, how do you find a spot to stabilize here?
Man, I don't know, but I'm more so thinking about how do you find a way to close this out quicker for Umbra's side. I almost want to see them pull it back a few percent just to make it a little bit quicker, but...
That's true. That is a very solid tactic just to make people have to run further and further away as their death timers get longer and longer.
They can sit here and brawl one person at a time for 20 years, but...
Okay, here's the cover. That's going to be really big. Nova's going to get a whole new health bar. Airy, of course, in big danger here. All right, they will get the pot completely off. Airy going to be chugging his potions for his life.
Airy's going to go down. Still
right,
got 3 alive, though, for...
Get a couple guards out. Oswald, no guard anymore. Still has LB. That makes it so hard. You almost have to stabilize twice if you're Astra here to try to break this.
That one, 2 alive still.
They aim
Dance
Sylvie.
LB.
Oh, boy. That might be it. They're taking so much damage.
Yuto's
Yuto's still alive.
Pretty close, too. That's a 4-second polymorph, basically. That should be it.
That is it indeed. Well done tonight, Rap. They're going to take things 2-0 here in losers round 2. Unfortunately, that will be the last that we see of Crystalline Orphans. But again, I want to say congratulations, you guys. You guys played a great tournament. Thank you for the entertaining games. It's been a pleasure watching y'all. You have a lot to be proud of.
Yeah, that was a very good set from Nodrat, and obviously their opponents played very well as well. Much tougher comp to pilot for the orphans here.
Yeah, I'd agree. I think, I think what's really nice about Nod Rat's composition is they both have a lot of outs and they have a lot of win conditions. So kind of no matter what the LB situation looks like, they usually have the tools to find something that can be successful. I think we're about to see this team in action right again. So we're gonna keep trucking right along with losers bracket, and we're gonna see the two teams we just watched and their victories go up against each other.
So now we have Solar and Nod Rat. This will be an interesting one to watch.
Yeah, this will be. I mean, both of these teams looked very strong in their victories, so this matchup should be very solid.
Yeah, it's just that Nod Rat has the very obvious three LB combo, or at least 3 job combo that they're looking for. So it'll be interesting to see how Solar wants to adapt to it. I think Nod Rat's game plan is much more straightforward.
I think that's true, but I also think Solar is going to play very straightforward, right? I think so much of this game is going to come down to the opener.
They've been surprising me in this tournament, though. I think Solar was a very one-dimensional team for a long time, where they had one game plan they were really good at, and they played to that one game plan every time. But they've been showing a lot more. I don't know if decisiveness is the right word, but variety at least. They're playing out a lot of different possible win conditions, it seems.
Yeah, I think so. I'm very interested to watch how Oswald plays this, right? Because Solar has had a very threatening synced burst on the openers. I'm interested to see if he goes for that kind of offensive cover strategy, or if he's able to hit something super clutch to keep them in the fight and kind of resist that. That said, I think both teams have incredibly strong follow-up bursts too, right? I think we saw Solar in the first set save that poly for their second kill, really turned fights very quickly against, I believe it was Big Dynamis Energy. Because if you lose one member, that's really bad, but if you lose 2 before you can trade, oh boy, things get tough.
Absolutely. There isn't that much of a 1 GCD potential for Nod Rat. It's there. It's definitely there, but pretty much any 5 jobs together can have a 1 GCD potential, but it's definitely a lot lower on Nod Rat's side. So it'll be interesting to see how they play out this opener, where Solar's looking to push for that.
Yeah, that's true. And I mean, Solar, to your point, everyone can one tick, right? But I think this Solar comp is really built from the ground up to do it. And then when they have OBs, combo Warrior with something AoE, and all of a sudden, there's not going to be too many people left standing on Umbra.
Yeah, just that Warrior Bahamut. The Bahamut just sits there breathing heavy on people. Very oppressive. The Warrior makes it so he can't guard. Yeah.
All right, Astra taking a lot of space early. Let's see when Nod Rat chooses to go in. Oswald kind of poking up to the corner. Small taps of the crystal there from Iron Chef. Fethier is going to go out on Chef.
It's interesting. Gonna lose some of that Sacred Claim healing potential on that later.
All right, here they go. They are going to aim Iron Chef first. We'll get the guard off. Where's the counter engage? It's going to be on Reddit. Boom, he's blown up very quickly. They'll get Gojo's guard too. Okay, there's the Wormwind. Where are they looking second? Looks like Oswald's taking a lot of heat here. Crisis is going to guard. Oswald's going to go down. And just like we talked about, there's the 2 engages. Sylvie's going to be next on the chopping block. Laser's going to go into guard for them too. Gojo gets cleaved. However, he backflips away. Looks like Sylvie Chan's just going to die on point and give them a reset. Luckily, they did get a little bit of a push. So it won't be too dire when they have to take the fight again. But another thing Solar does really well is they take a lot of space. They don't give people that corner for free on Palystra towards the 50.
They get that initial tempo, they play the opener better, and then they tend to push that tempo. We'll see how they play this here. Sylvie's got the white mage LB.
Oh, Gojo goes
see
down
what they
so
can do
quickly.
With it.
They're trying to go on Iron Chef. However, he's
There's
staying
the
alive.
laser,
There's the laser.
and
Okay,
Iron
they do
Chef's
get the
down.
trade. Okay, Bahamut's going to hit everybody on Umbra up. It's only a 3-on-4. They're trying to find Regis, but he's standing well and back from everybody else. Oswald hit the cover on Sylvie-Chen to save them. He's going to LOS pretty much the whole team. They're not really going to be able to follow up. That's well played by Oswald. Meanwhile, where's the damage going to come out from Naim Rat? Sylvie-chan's going to go down. It's now a 3-on-5 as Iron Chef America's trying to rejoin the fight.
Is lingering in life here for quite a while. Gets out.
All right, Goju goes into life as Laser's going to hit Oswald. He's going to go down. Dragoon is up in the air. Red Intellectual isn't able to get his LB off. He will get stunned up. Iron Chef will yell, but that's about it. That's not going to do too much. Meanwhile, Senses.
I almost feel like Nodrat should just give up here and get a regroup. Just let them have this 50 pressure.
I think so. Solar did great in disrupting Red Intellectual's ability to hit that combo there. And now Nodrat
singing. It'll charge him back up here as long as they can all stay alive.
All right, Iron Chef is the target for Umbra, getting healed. Warrior so tanky, not quite able to chop it down yet. Sylvie-chan alone on point. Oswald's there just as the safety blanket, though. They will get the break, but they don't push past 50. Oh, huge laser. My goodness, that's going to hit everybody.
The dance.
There's the dance. It's going to catch Senses. He's not the target. They're trying to hit Regis.
Interesting.
They will burst it. Sir Oswald with the LB. Looks like this will stabilize things pretty hard. They should have their pick. It's going to be hard to kill anyone on Umbra for a little bit.
I think they need to clean up the comms on that one a little bit more. Bicycle got the dance off onto a group on point, but then they kept chasing the target that didn't get hit by the dance instead as a team, so damage got split between two targets.
In the meantime, Nidrat really lived up to the name, killed two people back towards the end goal for Crystal on two separate pushes there, so now they will get it. Looks like they might be able to get the touch here.
And Solar, after all that pressure they put on, they never got the 50.1 or further, so it's technically an even game now.
Yes, it is. Okay, Bartleby is going to come out. Looks like they're trying to find Red Intellectual. Senses forced to guard. That's a lot of... Oh, the laser hit 3 into Bahamut. It's huge!
Oh my gosh.
Great job from Regis and the White Mage. They're making that work.
They just lined up for it.
Oh, Gojo will find one with the Dragoon OB. Hold on, Oswald in a bit of trouble as he's trying to make his way home, but the scrap's still on the point, still pretty strong. Crisis in the middle, forced to guard.
On the end of, they can dance into a back end of that being White Mage Laser. See what the option's going to be.
That they can. That's a lot of cleave on Umbra on the stairs. Red Intellectual in trouble, has no more juicy
got covered,
juice.
But he left away. Cyros Waldo has made it in range.
I don't think he can finish that pot.
Oh, he eats a lot of damage there. Oh, Sir Oswald's in danger.
He gets screamed into laser. Well done there.
A lot of pressure back.
Okay, there's the Red Intellectual dance.
I really hope Sylvie doesn't shoot the laser here, and they just let the team go down and regroup.
Oh, that's a lot of cleave. Okay. They were only able to find one, though. Red Intellectual needs to find that pot to keep his life. He will get there. Sylvie will get... Oh, they will go down. Oh, this is tricky. It's a 3-on-4. Red Intellectual forced to guard. Their White Mage very low, though. Can they finish it? No, they get the pot.
They're managing to keep some semblance of a fight going here for Nodrat, but I really... this is an even push. No one has to be on point. I think I would have rather they didn't commit those big LB resources and just got a regroup for a better fight.
See, they're going to try to get Gojo out. Looks like they will. They did send the cover. Oswald's going to be fine. They will try to engage on the Iron Chef. This is, I think, the third or fourth time they tried to do that. Okay, there's the Sir Oswald LP. Everybody's hitting the gas. Looks like the Bahamut won't do all too much there as the fight moved back really far. Iron Chef still taking so much heat.
Iron Chef's the first to go down. They have 3 LBs to use on the other side. Oh, okay, and Bike just kind of eats that to the face.
Census, the next target, will pick up the potion and pot. Okay, Sylvie-chan does get polymorphed. They will go down, eats the laser from the opponent.
They're looking at the White Mage. They get the return. White Mage for White Mage.
Weren't quite able to get the guard up in time. This is so back and forth. This is so tense.
Only LB coming up as Bard for Nodrat. They hit the singing, but it's not going to do a whole lot with no team nearby.
Oh, that's 2 guards on the speedway. This could get tricky. Arimi Kuva trying to jump away. Can they make it to the potion? They're so close. They will.
Well done. And are they on to the next one? No.
Oh, they got stunned up just in time. Arimi, however, in trouble on the other side. Wait, all 4 members of Astra are there. The dance is going to hit 4. He gets polymorphed. They do all get stunned. Where's the damage? It's coming out. Oh, goodness. The cleave was huge. Arimi's hanging in there. Looks like he'll be able to make it out of the sliver of healthy.
They just barely clipped the end of that.
Gojo goes crazy to get it. Out. Oh, wait. Iron Chef America might go down. Oswald. Can they get the trade? Oh, wait. Census in the air. It's going to hit 2. It will only be 1. Gojo is able to guard Reddit. However, in trouble. Half HP. They stick on Gojo. He's not able to make it to the potion. Rivet Intellectual will pick it up. It's a 3-on-4.
Ooh.
Oh, Sylvie-chan's in big trouble. Staring in the face of 3 members of Astro. Will get pulled back. Trying to dash
Definitely
in.
should be going down here, and then we'll look for a regroup. I believe they already broke this checkpoint.
They
so
did break the
just
50.
Need to touch it and walk over.
Pretty much. That's going to force Oswald's hand here as he's going to try to be the first on the point with the big health bar and the shield. Is getting stunned up on the staircase. Rivet Intellectual will be the first one to guard there on the
They're on
point.
some cooldowns over there. Cover
Okay, here
on
comes the damage.
Dancer,
They aim Iron
but
Chef again. They're
gonna
not quite
both
able to
go
do it.
down.
Gojo alone on point. Oswald went down just before
And Bike,
LB.
get out of here.
Gojo will backflip away. Gets stunned for his efforts there.
They get Iron Chef. They're playing from the back foot and still pull a kill out of it. I appreciate that.
That they do. Okay, Oswald's back. About to make this 3v4 or 4v4 even again. Okay, where's the damage looking? Sylvie's going to be the target.
Cover
We'll
on
get covered
Sylvie.
from Oswald. Well done. Baits the jump from Census too. Wait, here comes
Should
the
be a
Reddit
laser
Intellectual
coming out
Dance.
next.
There's not enough damage to kill him and stop him in time. Bahamut's going to come down to be
Bike
huge.
goes down.
Oswald LSB's just a little bit late. Wasn't able to get there in time. Looks like he will get a bit of a push.
Still pushing advantage of Nodrat for now.
It looks that way. All right, they will use the Bard OB to try to get those OBs cooking again.
They have a Warrior Dragoon Sync as an option.
That they do, and
White
Laser's
Mage should
only
be
a
up
wink
as well.
away.
Looking at the Warrior to start this engage.
Oh, they do get the Purify off of... Uh-oh.
They've gotten the roar onto the Paladin. Paladin should
That
go
they have.
down. Both Dragoons up. Oswald needs to get out. Looks like he's going to be fine.
Iron Chef's taking a beating. That's a huge laser's going to hit so many. Iron Chef
Sylvie
America's
goes
going to be
down,
out. Census also took a beating. No guard. Looks like he's going to be okay too. Reddit Intellectual is going to be the next to fall. It's a 3v5. Oh, goodness. Kuva guarding and running for the hills. I think that Polly
Going to
didn't
go
quite get
back
the guard.
against... We're back in Solar's favor now, but LB economy is mostly spent. Ooh, the delayed kill on this is going to stagger. That might spell
stagger.
doom.
And they have to get back to the crystal. They don't have a choice. Oswald's not quite going to be there. It's going to be down to
Gojo's
Gojo, who
getting
has to
pulled off.
jump.
He
He
backflips and
backflips on to
makes it,
barely get there.
but it's
Sylvie's
not
running.
enough.
Not quite able to make it. Oh, man. Regis did a really good job there. I felt like the Bahamut's were really landing. And I think what was pretty critical was that they were able to force that Paladin LB on that last push, so then it wasn't available in that last fight of their 50.
Yeah, absolutely.
It felt
think,
like they were... Oh, go ahead.
That first 1 GCD window was they made good use of it and they got the kill onto Bicycle, and then they just got a lot of tempo from there and kind of played the game mostly the way they wanted to from that point on.
Mm-hmm. I felt like a lot of the LB usage out of Nide Red was really backed up in their own territory. It felt like Solar, after kind of taking initiative through the opener, was able to keep it. And yeah, they might get pushed back upon, but every time they were fighting for their own 50, they had a big LB advantage and were able to capitalize.
Yeah,
also got
Nide
really
Red
great
did a
draw.
good job of getting some... they played their micro really well to get some advantages back and get some pushback, save themselves from being completely ran over, but I do think there was a number of times where the fight was definitely already lost and they sent the white mage laser so on trying to salvage like a 3v5, and they got a kill out of it the one time, but getting 1 kill in a 3v5 means it's a 3v4 now and you still lose. So it'd be better to just let that fight roll back to your team and then take it as a whole team again.
Yeah, I agree. I think there were a couple times they were like really extend that fight, but not extend it in a way that was favorable. Because even when they're low on resources, Solar is really able to kill you without too many people there, right? They only need a couple buttons. You know, Warmware and Ifrit could be enough, provided it's like with a silence or something like that. And it looks like map 2 is going to be Red Sands. What do you think here?
I actually think Red Sands is a pretty good map choice for Umbra here. Similar-ish reasons for the team that had no healer, but just I think on a team where your 1 GCD isn't as good and you kind of want to build up over, you want to kill over a couple GCDs, in some ways, Red Sands is really good for you, and in some ways, it's bad. If you're 1GCDing, that Oasis heal isn't going to matter, but on the other hand, if they go for a 1GCD and they just barely miss, the Oasis might buy you enough time to get the cover, get the heals. Be interesting to see.
A trade of a trade of arrows there from the Bards will kick things off. Another early Confiteor from Oswald.
Yeah,
here.
I think these Confiteors coming out really early are something I would look to change, perhaps.
All right, since this will backflip, the damage is there on the
too
Bard,
slow
even
on
through
the
Guard.
cover.
Polly goes out the other way. Not a lot of damage being returned on the Astra here. For Umbra, next target looks like it's gonna be Reddit Intellectual, taking a bit of heat from Census, who's gonna backflip away. Sylvie forced to guard, trying to get to the LOS. They will swap onto Oswald, it looks like, blow the back. Once again, Umbra really targeting this warrior, but having a hard time converting. The laser's gonna take down Gojo. Oh boy, Reddit Intellectual also about to go down. This should be a reset from Umbra.
Yeah, they're gonna need to reset here. They're down quite a bit. They're looking to push Sylvie to prevent any white mage shenanigans here.
What have you thought of Umbra's target selection? It looks like they've really prioritized trying to take down the warrior.
Yeah, it's I don't mind going for the warrior, but I've seen them hit into Payon a few times and give them that extra 25% mitigation, and that really hurts.
Especially on a team that's, you know, obviously all teams can one tick, right? But they have to be a little bit tighter with the window.
Yeah,
to work with their buttons.
I think they're okay taking a little bit longer to get their kills, so I don't think it's too bad that they go for a warrior that's a bit harder to kill. But it just loses that so much value when you go on the target that has Aegis or Payon or Son.
The White Mage will rip the laser into the other White Mage, but things won't entirely move. It's going to be a 2-for-1 so far at this fight for the 50. Lots of LBs still available for Astra, as Kuv is going to go down to a long-range laser from Astra there. This is looking pretty bad. Oswald going to go ahead and hit the LB to try to stall things, get his team back, but this is already a tough spot. Census just holding that LB. Waiting for this Paladin LB. Everybody's going to kind of group up. Astra taking a lot of cleave in the meantime. However, Regis kind of running for the hills. It looks like they might be able to make it to the treadmill on the way out.
Ooh. Sir Oswald should be going down here. He will, but it is a 4v4 still.
It is a 4v4, and Astra took a lot of damage kind of in that choke. Crisis doesn't have too much left. We'll eat the Wormwood. Will go down. Counter engage on the Sylvie. Does get the guard out. That's big. Here comes the Dancer LB. It's going to hit a couple. They will execute Census with it. Well done. All right. Looks like Umbra has been able to stabilize. Only at 81% too. They weren't able to break. Arimi is going to go ahead and die on point as the warrior runs away.
Heatwave has rescued the day. Let them get the push back.
Everybody getting sunburned.
Oh, I didn't actually see that. I just looked over at the chat. Census died in his LB too, so
Oh, no.
that's Dragoon down.
All right, everybody's going to go ahead and get some of the races. Regis is going to see everyone there and then immediately duck for cover as he sees 4 members
now. They don't need to keep standing on this point.
They
The
do
Sabatender
not.
damage. Oh, please don't leave anyone alone on point. All right, it looks like they did a good job getting everyone out.
They do not. They do have Iron Chef's guard. He still has LB, so still going to be a tough target. Wait, here
that
comes the
pan on
Bahamut.
the
It's going to
Iron
hit a couple.
Chef.
They go for Sylvie first. They will
boy,
execute
this
the
is
laser
gonna be
as
a
well. There's
mop-up.
the Scream. Oh, goodness. Wow, well done from Astra there.
I almost feel like they commit more than they needed to there.
They did. They invested a lot. They invested, what was it, Laser, Scream, and Bahamut?
Laser, Scream, yeah, Bahamut, the 3. And I think the fight was already won after the Laser Bahamut. I'm not sure we needed to Scream that. But that was a very, very fast, very well played, and clean win.
However, for the LBs on the other... Oh, Sylvie going in deep. Oh, they will go down quickly. That's tricky. They're about to have so many great LBs up. Reddit Intellectual already taking so much damage. They're not going to be able to link up the Dancer Dragoon here. That will be a problem. Where's the counter damage coming? It looks like it's Census or Arimi. Nothing clarifies coming through. Dragoon's up in the air. Oh, it doesn't look like they'll hit all too much. Meanwhile, that point's going to tick away. Oswald running back to the point. They don't have too much damage. Is on Gojo. He's not going to be making it.
This is looking
Kuva
like
forced
a
to the
very
guard.
rough fight for Nodrat.
Yeah, no Antlion shenanigans. Iron Chef tries to get it, but not quite going to pan out. Oh, the laser and the
Ooh, the
Oswald
Paladin
piece
goes down
through.
here.
Oh, that's so
Gonna
painful.
need to make something happen with this dance. Something very big is gonna have
They
to
need
happen in
Dance
their
Laser or
favor.
something, then the stall with Paladin. Kuva is going to go down. The other Bardo B comes out.
Oh no,
boy.
that's just it. No one touched in time.
Congratulations to Solar. They will be moving on. Looks like they will be making it to losers finals. Congratulations to them. Some really great engages on their end, and then they did a very good job of disrupting Nide Rap before they'd be able to set anything up. They had the buttons they
Absolutely.
wanted, just couldn't find a place to press them.
Yeah, they did a really good job of playing around the Dance Dragoon sync that they kept wanting to go for, and made them work for it,
Yeah,
and ended up
definitely.
taking it all. I'm curious. I wonder if maybe the best map choice for Nodrat would have been to just go to Volcanic. If they could have gotten any kind of tempo going for them, their team is pretty good at the Nod Rat part, and Volcanic really pays off for Rat plays.
It can. It can also, with some smart use of LOS, kind of blunt a bit of the damage, right? Especially if a Dragoon doesn't back.
Yeah,
They want to hit that max range Wormwind. If you're able to duck around the corner, you might be able to separate when the button is pressed. But all in all, I still want to say congratulations to Nide Rat. They had a great performance. Obviously, had a very solid win earlier today. I think they played very, very well. So congratulations to them. And with that, we're to our top 3 teams, I believe.
I believe we are. All that's left now is Solar, Sharks, and Eidolon.
All right. With
Who do you think
that,
your favorite is?
oh goodness. I mean, this is hard to place. I'm very excited for this Eidolon Charlie and Sharks match. I think both of them looked very, very strong coming into winners finals. I think I'm very interested to see who winds up in the driver's seat there. Meanwhile, I'm not sure I'd want to be one to lose that match because Solar is awaiting them. They're warmed up and they're playing well. So that could be scary. And with
Solar's
that,
tuned in today.
oh yes, they have. With that, I think we're going to be moving the break. Anything else you'd like to add, Tara?
Not really, no. I think I'll be in the background, probably rooting for Solar to bring it back, or maybe for Sharks. We'll see. I'm a fan of Gitsin.
Oh yeah, I mean, also you gotta love a big losers run, right? So, all right,
Yeah.
a lot of great games coming your way. I think that'll do it for us on the mic today. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll be back in just a couple minutes with Merlin and T Maker to bring you the rest of the way with winners finals and onward. Thank you so much, folks.
All right.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the finals of Rookie Rumble 4. 8 teams have entered and 3 remain. Merlin, how excited are you for this one?
Yeah, well, we've already had some fantastic games, and I think it's only going to get better from here. Again, as a reminder, it is a winner takes all.
Yep, 25 million gil up for bat here for the winning team. That is, I think that's like a small home. That's for each person. That's like the size of a small house, right? 5 million.
That's a small. Yeah.
That's a very good investment to get. Get growing your onions. I just grew mine
Some
the other
Fender
day.
pups.
Yeah, it's great. It's so cool.
Yeah, and thank you guys again for joining us. It's on a weekend, so thank you guys again for coming out for day 2.
Yep. And we have 2 teams to introduce you guys, sitting for the entire day, waiting for their turn to show off their stuff. We have Charlatan Sharks and Eidolon. Let's introduce them real quick. First up, for Charlatan Sharks returning team, we have Gitsen Brand, Eru Yedra, Chloe Safira, Baka Opai, and Draco Damaris.
And on Umbra, we have Team Eidolon. Again, a relatively new team. This is their first Rookie Rumble. We have Neo Daimium, Naya Hartfeld, Ava Falafel, Celeste Archon, and Vestel Sawyer.
And I have to say, I feel like Eidolon is the surprise of this tournament.
Yeah, they a lot of experienced players here. They did take a break after CCRC, and it's fantastic to see them come back, coming together, and try CCLP again.
And they've been showing that in great fashion here. Wins over Not-Eyed Rat and Solar, who we just saw in the last set. So this is gonna be see who is the team that beat both of them down into the losers bracket. You head in game to find out as we get things underway. Let's just do a quick ready check for everyone involved, see how everyone is doing there. Looks like almost everyone is ready to go. Yeah, there we go. Okay. I think I have leader. Let me just double check to make sure I was past that. All right. So, exciting times. We got our lineups at the ready. Let's get into the excitement right now as we get things all set up. Game 1 of Winners Finals from here on out. Boop, there it is. We're going to be ending this tournament on all best of 5s for the last sets of this event. So, buckle down and get ready for the best matches of your life here. Let's go.
Let's go.
All right. So, here we go. And as usual, we're just going to take a quick peek at their portraits to make sure they're all set for finals day. Saw some great ones for both sides.
Yeah, expect some very explosive matches here. Both team comps running the Miracle of Nature, so make sure to keep an eye out on that. What makes Eidolon a bit more unique is I think they are running the only ninja between every single team. Vestel is on the ninja, so
we did see Kaede play ninja before, but yeah, Vestel has been...
correct. You're right.
Vestel is the one that I remember I was talking about, like, man, she's holding on to that LB a little bit too hard, but it's worked out in their favor. Like, they are very patient with popping the Seitan Tenshu.
Yeah. And that's part of LP, right? Just staying disciplined, making sure you're not getting desynced with your team.
I mean, we've seen the Charlatan Sharks. The double tank lineup has been working so well for them. We see Draco sticking to the Dark Knight as well. Very offensive tank as it is. Meanwhile, on the other side, we have Celeste. If we want to talk about offense, Celeste has been showing how crazy nuts she can go on the offensive.
Yeah, and thanks for the Gunbreaker changes. They can start on any junction now, and they can swap it on the opener.
All right, here we go into the first game of the winners' final set, best of 5. Let's see how this is going to go, ladies and gentlemen. Both sides
Both
just
teams kind of puncturing, yeah. No
very
pain
patient.
yet.
Very patient. I like this. They're just making sure they don't like accidentally poke each other too hard right now. We're going to see some bards throwing a few shots. Celeste, I mean, okay, you know what? I said it too soon. Celeste once again.
Wants to go.
It's time
Neo catching the
to
Miracle
go.
of
Oh
Nature.
no, Neo. Neo is in a lot of danger right now. He needs to jump out. Even with the shield, too much damage gets snapshot at him right away. He is gone.
The lone survivor there from the Dark Knight, completely not letting Neo get a recoup there with a reduced healing.
And right now, Celeste looks to be in
common
trouble.
point.
Stuck in shield right now. Can she get out of it? They're able to get some damage there. Even the Primal Ren misses, hits the shield instead, and it does allow for some degree of
Celeste, no
freedom to get
mana.
the return. Aryu's gone.
Lone survivor on Celeste. They really want to kill this Gunbreaker. Can he get the potion?
Oh, Draco now
White
in
Mage LBs on
trouble.
both sides.
Ooh, there they go. Trying to get the kill on Celeste, but again, how is she getting away with this every single time?
I don't know. That first that's insane, right? Like, it looked like that was in Astra's favor, and good on Umbra to turn the tide.
Yeah, they killed like Neo, a big aspect of their DPS, but they
Yeah.
just held on so strong, and now they have a white mage waiting on the sprint lane, ready to laser if they tried to hit the point. So far, they're just
Baka
gonna,
and Ava looking for the White Mage jungle.
yeah, they're just gonna try to cause a little bit of chaos here. Just saying, there they go. There's a laser one. Can they get the kill off of this? Not quite yet. Draco does have a little bit of mana to survive there. Has to bubble out.
I got out of position.
All right. Right now,
Warrior will be on Neo. They want to kill him before he goes up in the sky high. The Deathlink whiff from Vistel.
okay, they are slowly preventing them from hitting that 50. It's not quite there yet. They're holding on to this defense still. They do have the numbers advantage. Wow, big chunk of shield for Neo. Just in time there.
The Bloater to bring him back in, forcing the guard from Neo.
Yep. Comes down
Chloe
with
up in the air.
Oh, try to get the revenge. Ooh, just a clip. Not quite yet. Gets the potion. Heals right back up, and Neo's back and right at it again. Is able to escape. Draco pops his limit break here. Can he defend this point? It's ready to hit the 50 mark. Can they prevent it from going any further? Ticking down. Forced to grab the potion as well. Oh, there goes another laser. They're going to be taking down Draco
coming
with
back in
it.
without no defensives.
Gets in a lot of trouble now. Tries to get the rank. Can he get
It's
anything
going
off
down
of this?
3v5.
Not quite yet. Celeste. Again, sitting on the point. Has a limit break at
Neo
the ready
wants
as
this.
well. Chloe in a lot of trouble. Can they grab the potion? Just denied
Good
to
pain
the
from
poor
Mario there,
dude.
saving Chloe.
Alright, it looks like, unfortunately, Charlie and Sharks have to be playing this a little bit patient as that point gets ever so closer. We saw this again in previous games. That point just keeps moving no matter what fight's happening.
Yeah, the Gunbreaker kind of just, like, anytime he goes in for damage, he's able to just get right back with the gap closers and just kind of wise man the crystal.
And they kill
Baka going
Baka
down before
Opie.
able to send it.
No limit break for them.
Vestel wants these Deathlinks. Oh,
Okay.
it looked like he missed, right? He's not going to be able to get the resets here, but it might be a full reset here.
Get the revenge. It's going to be another trade there. But it
Good
looks
job
like
on Astra holding on.
Yep, for now they're just trying to be a little careful. Draco playing a little bit too far forward, has to be forced into shield. They do get the kill onto Vestel at the very least, so they are able to hold this off for now. It's not a complete loss for the Sharks yet. Still plenty of time to make their way back. Neo just holding on to this, delaying things as much as possible. They soon will slowly go down, but only 1 minute left. This point has been on the Charlene Sharks side the entire time. This is going to be a very tough defense coming on in. Both sides do have White Mage limit break though.
Let's see. Draco, they need to find Team Umbra needs to find a way to not let Draco die here with the Miracle. Force the even side and kind of maybe play it slow after, but they need to watch the clock.
Here we go, jumping on in. Can they find any catch off of this right now? Shield's already immediately going up. We're already going past towards where the potion goes.
Baka wants to send it right back.
Right now, everyone's trying to defend the point. Neo, though, is going to eat a chunk of damage. There goes limit break coming in from Draco. They did get the kill onto Baka once again before the limit break goes off. Can they get anything off of this, though? They're still holding on to that point. They break the checkpoint. They just need to move
We're
it
in
along
overtime.
a little bit by bit. Estelle gonna be chased off into the distance, is able to grab push, but
Gets
now
in, sends
Ava in
it.
a lot of trouble, gets screamed on, gets the chain, trying to round the corner to break line of sight, but it's not gonna be enough, gets chased down and wrecked by Gitson.
Naya contesting first. Umbra needs to cycle guards here.
Nope, not enough.
If Neo can find a way to stay alive and stall with the Dragoon OB, Miracle of Nature on Neo. Good job
Doesn't
on
have
Baka.
the
On Baka, they full send on Neo.
No OB yet, it's gonna be up to Vestel and Celeste to hold on to. We've seen Celeste hold on to things very defensively, just staying in the middle of the thick of it. But is it gonna be enough? There goes a Dark Knight. Vacuum trying to pull them in and chain as well, going onto the Mickey should they can't run away. Vestel in a lot of trouble, very low on health. Can they round the corner? They do put the shield onto them and does survive. Ava with the nice save there. Right now, Celeste a little bit low on life, dies with the limit break. This is actually really not great. They have 3 limit breaks left still at the very least. They can try to stall this
Sky high from
out.
Neo.
Oh no, they got the shields up just in time from Neo's limit break. They're going to be holding on. They die with Ava. Ava also wasn't able to use their limit break to
Fully up in
defend
the air.
point.
Draco coming back with that eventide is going to be able to hold this point even longer. Vestel needs to reset here.
Have to be very
Kitson
careful.
just holding on, looking for that Primal Scream.
Vestel's no MP though. They have to get off and get out of the way. And here we go. Laser beam coming in from Ava. Is it going to be enough to defend it?
The
No,
blow from Gitson coming in clutch there.
Charlie and Sharks
Wow.
hold off in a brilliant first offensive there and are able to slowly push it back.
What
Bowie
a way to start
got
winners.
no deaths. I just noticed that. That was insane. How does a Dragoon go through an entire set like that with 0 deaths?
That was... Chloe did, if you noticed, they did a very good job of making sure they were resetting constantly after every single fight, something Magicoon doesn't do. Wink, wink.
Oh man, things are very good for the Sharks right now. On their way to get another point on the board. Let's see. See what is going to happen here. See how it's going to go. Right now, we are going to go to Clockwork Castletown. Here we go. Let's just do a quick ready check to make sure everything's a-okay. It does look like, looking at their lineup, no change on either side. We're going to be sticking with this lineup for a little while more. Let me ask. What do you feel was the turning point in that set? Like what happened that allowed the Sharks to break on through? You feel?
It definitely is. It just comes down to the mental, right? Not letting the clock get to you. Kind of making sure that you're making sure you're resetting often enough to not to overstay. Watching the warrior scream, like that probably is what breaks the enemy team wide open. They were able to capitalize on the gunbreaker and kill him a few times, so they needed to cycle point differently. But most importantly, just remaining calm, right? Like they can use all the distance in their advantage. When they were at the 50%, there was maybe a moment where they could have just given them an extra 10-20% because they had the time and the distance to buy more time to regroup.
And I do think, like, unfortunately, we had a bit of, like, some people dying with their limit breaks at the ready, unable to get into a good position to use them for any sort of defense there. So they did a very good job of singling them out, catching Ava and Celeste off guard there. But right now, we're going to head into game number 2 on to the Castletown. And we anything about their comp you feel would pull Eidolon to this map?
The Yojimbo will be able to get out a lot more guards. Obviously, that might find instances to enable the Dragoon OBs a little bit more. The Ninja's able to kind of just play corners, peek, and like take more advantage of mats. This map does suit both teams. There really isn't a huge negative. It's just kind of up to the RNG of the Yojimbos.
I mean, they have a pretty mirrored composition for the both of them. It's just one favors double tanks, the other one favors an extra DPS in the form of Estelle on Ninja.
Yeah, there's also definitely the factor of just comfort, right? And in my opinion, like every team will have 1 or 2 maps that they definitely are able to play around as a team much better than on other maps.
Let's see how the opening here goes. I'm always excited about this map specifically with their opening and how they sort of do it. It looks like it's going to be pretty standard. Immediately down the middle, they're going to try to tag Gitson just a little bit, poke him just with a little bit of love there, trying to see if they can get rid of the 2 tanks. Actually, Draco in a lot of trouble, very low. Oh, be careful with the Tommy. Imagine escaping only to get to Tommy. They do take out the Ninja, though, as a counter. And both tanks back up to near full, so doing a lot of good for the both of them. Naya having to escape to the backlines right now.
Ava caught with that Purify.
Oh, no.
Oh, they did have Purify. Good sync on damage there on the enemy White Mage on Umbra.
Yeah, gets the jump, and everyone else delivers with the damage. And right there, point going back in the way of the Sharks right now as the point slowly being pulled back as they're chasing them into the tatami mats. Gotta be careful with the flip. Good job on Neo diving in.
On Celeste on the Gunbreaker there, but the lone survivor there again, just not letting Celeste recoup enough and get out.
Naya in a lot of trouble as well. Is able to run to potion and to escape. Draco, though, also in a lot of trouble. Let's see if they can escape with him. But still, right on top of them, gets them with the right tongue. Anything else off of that? No, not quite. Draco gets away. Here we go. The first 50% going to be hit by the Charlian Sharks. They're slowly poking away at it. Celeste taking the secret route there through the trick door. Trying to push that point a
Gitsin
little
wants more, just completely running in there.
Meanwhile,
They
Gitsin...
want to try to get them on the mats here.
Yep, they're trying to hit them from the behind as well, forcing them to see just fight on two fronts, as it were. Celeste does have Limit Break at the ready, just in case she needs to defend this point a little bit further.
Gitsin looking for a Primal Scream here. Able to catch Chloe before the Sky High.
Okay, that's very good. But they're going to get a trade in with Ava. Ava goes down as well. 1 for 1 each side. There goes Neo's Limit Break. Can they catch anything off of this? I think they're trying to go after
Some Yojimbos.
Gitsin. Gitsin trying to run
Celeste
away.
is caught in the
Bind
moon
up.
there.
Taken out. He's gone. And slowly but surely, this match is going back towards the other direction. They do have a Limit Break at the ready, but Celeste caught out, stuck between a Yojimbo and a tatami mat. That is unfortunate. And right now, Charlian Shark's doing a good job with the defense here. They're even able to get the
3.
laser beam out. Can they find anything else on top of that? Ava counters with their own laser beam. I don't know.
Soul Survivor on Ava. They want to kill the White Mage.
They do think they kill Neo Daimion running around behind. Meanwhile, Ava running for their lives with the wings at the ready. Has a little bit of defense there and healing. There he goes. Is able to get the potion as well. And both sides gonna reset this just a little bit. Just trying to poke at each other around the point. Gitsin going on in. Has to be a little bit careful. Chloe is
Celeste
gone.
spinning on all of them. A bit of an overcommit there from Umbra, but still, whatever it takes to get them to 50% here.
All right, here we go. It is now in control of Eidolon right now as they're holding on to the point here, just scouting things out. They still have the numbers advantage here, so they will hit the 50 pretty safely, unless Gitsin, he's going to try to come in. Is he going to be stopped? No, unfortunately, isn't able to get there in time, and now has to be very careful. They are onto him. He has to pop the shield and get ready. Can he get away with it? He doesn't even have a Limit Break at the race. He has to be very careful. They do put Vestel into shield as well, but there goes the Limit Break coming in from Chloe. Can they get anything off of this? No, not quite.
The Primal Scream on just Vestel. They really want this ninja.
All right, they got the Scream on. Finally, Draco also popping their Limit Break as well. All right, now they're going to look like they're focused on Ava too. Ava slowly being chopped down. Has to be careful. Followed up, and no, they're gone as well. Can they get anything off of this? They are able to get rid of Draco in the backline, but Baka Oppai still coming in. Still has Limit Break at the ready. Oh, pops it on Neo.
Good
But
pre-guard there.
shield.
There we go. Caught with a little mana here.
Right now, Celeste back on the point once again where they belong. Just trying to fight things out. Baka Oppai stunned. Has to be careful. Forced into shield. See when they can try to
20
cycle things
seconds.
out.
Both teams not breaking the crystal yet.
Oh, here comes a Yojimbo. Get out. Celeste gets killed in the retreat, unfortunately.
10 seconds.
This is a very tense match right now. Both of them
Yep.
at the 50% checkpoint.
LB advantage on Team Eidolon right now. Both White Mages, though, with a scary Limit Break.
Limit Breaks are coming online for both sides right now, so this is going to be quite the fight here. Gitsin actually trying to scout on ahead. Oh, Ava pops it right there and then. Just trying to see if they can catch anyone
Ava
off
burns
guard.
to the Purifies.
Gitsin pops a Limit Break, but only hits Ava with it. He's so far forward.
Vestel
Vestel.
deathlinking.
Oh, I think Vestel got one. Can they get the other? Gitsin looking very
Can
low.
you find the war?
Gitsin. Oh no!
2.
There it is.
Link 3 on the Goon. Barely was, but still. Oh my god, the Yojimbo. No way.
Oh, but Chloe is still very low. Even with a shield, it's
Chloe
not going to be
trying hold
enough.
on. Still, first to break the checkpoint here.
That's all the Limit Breaks use. The only Limit Break left is on Draco, who can only use it as a defense at this point. They have to be very careful. Aryu, oh no! Aryu trying to delay things just a little bit, but gets caught out. Oh no! Gitson! He pushes on a little before he gets stunned for his trouble. That was very close. If he was caught out there fully, that might be a really bad start of a trickle. He's actually already half HP, stuck on the shield.
Draco looking to cleave on even side.
Alright, he has to hold on for the time. Gitson is down. They're going to be fighting this 4 versus 5 right now, and Chloe also looking very low as well. Has to bounce out of the time being, trying to escape through the Tommy match just in time, but Ava pops another limit break. Laser beam going out, and they get Baka Opie. Baka Opie unable to use their limit break, and there goes Neo Daimian taking out Draco. Airyu to fall as well. There's only one left on the point. Chloe trying their best to hold on, but it's not enough. They're going to break it. Not quite enough. They hit the checkpoint. They're done with it. They just need to inch on a little bit further, and Gitson is dead and gone. We have a set, ladies and gentlemen, 1 for 1 on both sides. Ava hitting. I think the entire team just played fantastically in that final defense there.
Yep, good job. Like, fantastic performance from both teams there. Kind of, again, both teams playing the way that they're supposed to. Kind of just letting it all out. Again, it is winner take all. Somebody is going home after this.
That was
actually, we'll be meeting Solar in the finals, right? Yeah.
Solar will be in the losers finals, so they're waiting for the loser of this match, which is quite. This set looks like might be the set right now to watch, because both sides are not letting up at this point. It feels like one little mistake with your targeting, and it feels like you unfortunately lose the fight here. Both teams are doing such a good job of managing their limit breaks. See, right now, waiting for.
And that just goes to show, right, that it's anybody's game right now.
All right. We are heading back to the Palestra. Sharks want this to end. Want to get the advantage on a little familiar map for themselves here. Oops.
Looks like Palestra.
Oh, everyone's ready already. They're all ready to go. Okay.
They want more blood. They're
We've seen
fiending.
I mean, this is again an interesting pick, because I felt like the first game it could have gone either way for both of these teams. Both of them did such a good job. Like, we had Eidolon with their opener, and then you had Charlotte and Sharks defend at the last minute and then push it all the way back to the finish.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and under it's very fast, kind of hard to see because obviously there's a lot of buffs and animations on the screen.
mm-hmm.
But kind of like a hidden MVP here is how important these pans are from both bards.
Yeah, they're just providing that extra bit of defense for whoever's getting targeted, making sure they survive just a little bit longer. They're doing such a good job with the target pick as well.
Yeah.
Right now, I'm going to see how they're going to do this. I feel like this is going to go very evenly. Either side could take this. It's all going to depend on who gets the first jump.
Yep. Just stay composed. Understand that they can, both teams are capable of winning this match. And I'm just hoping for a very good game here.
All right, here we go.
This is a best of 5. Forgive me. This is not even match point yet. This is
no,
best of 5.
We're still in it. This is only for advantage. This is only for it to get game point. All right, Gitson going away onto Celeste right now. Both tanks poking out there, trying to see if they can get Gitson once again. Trying to see if they can poke anything out of it.
With the blow, trying to get a guard, yeah.
Yeah, Neo also has to be a little bit careful. They've been targeting him out very well, and there they go. Neo once again, a lot of damage coming on top of them. They do get the kill onto Airyu first, however.
Umbra wants to keep up the pressure. Neo needs to stay alive here.
Oh, gets the potion! And they go. Meanwhile, the point keeps on pushing slightly in favor of Eidolon, as they're just chasing into each other's side right now. They do get the kill onto the white mage.
Ava going down here might be really bad for them.
Yeah, they both recognize the power of the white mage. The instance, just get them out of the fight. Get them out before anything else happens. Meanwhile, both of them scuffling on the battlefield. Gitson, though, looking a little bit low on the point right now. Gets caught out all alone there. Now the rest of the team has to back up for the time being. They need to let them take the 50 and just regroup and wait for their initiating tank to come back. All right, there we go.
Lots of LBs here.
That's so many LBs coming their way for Eidolon. The LBs are also coming in for the Sharks as well, so they have to play this very carefully. Here you go. Gibson jumping on in. They do get the kill. They find 2 with the laser as well. Baka Opie finding the corner. And now they can push away Eidolon from their side of the map. Might as well try to reset this one and wait for the 50% defense.
Good job on both teams here. Most importantly, Astra not overcommitting with LBs here. Umbra making sure that they understand, okay, it's a lost fight. Let's not bring anything else.
Ooh, they want more. They smell blood in the water. These are Sharks indeed right now, and they're going to go right for it. They pop the limit break, Gibson trying to get the kill onto Vestel, but no, Neo gets a counter return with his limit break, catches 2. They went too far into the waters. It's too deep here. The Sharks need to swim away.
Maybe walking into the wrong kind of water. You know, maybe they're saltwater sharks or something. I'm not entirely sure.
Oh, this is magical water here. This is where the Dragoons come in. When there are no... What do you think Dragoons hunt when there are no dragons nearby, you know?
I mean, they do use a harpoon, right? It's basically a harpoon weapon.
Exactly. And right there, this is actually looking really scary for the side of Charlotte Sharks. They lost one of their limit breaks from the Gitsons, but they do have 3 more at the very least, so they can mount a defense here if need to be. Here we go, bouncing on the point right now. Celeste's going to be holding on to it for the time being. Draco trying to jump on in the action as well. Just poking their way.
Guards from both teams.
Okay, they do get 1 kill. Oh no! There's going to be a trade 1-for-1 on both sides.
Finding that good handshake to beat the White Mage, the enemy White Mage on their limit break there. Draco holding on with the even side.
Oh, it's not looking great though. He's not getting as much killing as he probably wants. They do get the kill onto the ninja, but already the limit break's gone, so not too bad of a kill there, and they're still pushing point at the moment. Neo has their limit break back up at the ready, holding on to this part right now as Celeste just going on in, just pushing this even further. Oh man, even forces the limit break coming out from Chloe.
The Sky Shatter, yeah.
That is actually really scary.
Maybe a bit of nerves there, but they got to rally here. There's still a minute on the clock.
Plenty of time for them to break the 50% mark, but Neo has a limit break still.
Gitson finding a good blow to forcing the early guard from Vestel there. Naya on Bard without the guard here. Very scary for Team Umbra right now.
I see a White Mage limit break coming on up. Once those shields are done, they have to be very
Neo
careful.
Sky Shatter.
There it is right there! Oh, Neo finds a perfect target!
Angle.
Even though Baka launches their laser.
Them up with the White Mage.
Wait, did they ghost the laser?
I believe it was right in sync with the White Mage OB from Ava to meet Neo's damage there.
They do get Ava on screen right now, so they're gonna be taking out the White Mage 1-4 on both sides. Gitson is able to run away. Both sides just trying to find some marks to kill at the moment. Meanwhile, but in the middle of the map here, just trying to fight for this point.
Celeste, can they kill him? 15 seconds. You can tell the nerves on a little bit kind of happening right now.
This is a really important match. This is the one that lets them have game point and counter pick advantage if it goes to a game 5. So this is extremely important for them to find the oh no! Pushed off the point!
Unfortunate situation there. I think Draco had the right idea there and maybe just paying good kind of, unfortunate situation there, not letting him contest and not registering. Draco slightly missing it by maybe like half a second.
I didn't even get a chance to see the damage numbers there. They just run it again.
And that means a match point for Team Eidolon here.
Eidolon is looking very scary right now. Okay, here we go. We are going to the volcanic card.
They can ride this. They can ride this tempo, this momentum, and just close the game here.
Okay, here we go. There we go. Just make sure I hit the button this time.
1 second. We might have a spectator situation.
Yeah, we're gonna.
Yeah,
I'm sorry,
we
James.
can fix that. Yep.
Yeah, sorry, James.
Goodbye,
I'm
James.
just gonna.
We need to send you a little
Bye.
a little further away. Goodbye.
You can DC over there in that corner. All right, let's go. Game number 4. This is an extremely important game. Advantage going the way of Eidolon. Not only their game point, they still have counter pick advantage for the 5th map. Oh no. So it doesn't look like there's a bit of a comp change either. I'll have to double check to make sure, but it does seem like we're going to be rocking the set for the entire time right now.
Astro from Baka.
Oh, Baka changes. Okay, we're going to switch to an Astra this time.
Macrocosmos can be huge here to kind of just survive. Like obviously the core of Dragoon Bard is a ton of burst, and Macrocosmos can completely disable that.
Yep. The Astro never really dies in the game. You have to like, all 5 of the enemies has to like hit the Astro to kill it finally. A very strong healer to be sure. All right. I'm very curious to see because Neo is playing really well right now, just diving in and out of these fights, just making sure to dodge as much damage as possible.
Yep.
Right
Kind
now,
of just make a statement. He wants that kill. He's looking out for that small plot. You know, he's been eyeballing it this whole time. He needs it.
Oh man, this would be the perfect seed money for a new residential right there. It looks like both sides are going to be playing this one a little bit safely here. Okay, never mind. Never mind. Vestel decided.
Vestel may be going in a little too early. Good guard.
Oh, Vestel just ate
back him up.
all those cooldowns and ran away.
Neo.
They do get the kill onto Neo, however.
The caster cursed. I'm sorry, Neo. Baka and the Purify here. Aereo can get good pain and aggressiveness coming out here from Team Astra.
Yeah, they're going to take the first advantage on the way for Sharks as they start to get these first 2 kills. Can they get a third one? Celeste in a lot of trouble right now. Does have shield, but doesn't last very long. Has to pop out and run.
Draco wants that reset. Getting the potion. Wow, that was crazy.
Celeste lives for a long time, and I don't know how they do that. That is seriously insane work right there. And they have breaks already. Here we go. Laser beam for 1. Can we see a Celeste? All right, there goes Celeste as well, popping their limit break too. But they get the kill onto Ava though. So no follow quite yet. It's gonna be a healer for healer trade on both sides right now. Draco though in a lot of trouble. Can they get to the potion? No! Shuriken out of nowhere.
Vestel doing a fantastic job of just softening up their front line and just kind of being a menace and setting up his team for it.
Yep, and there we go. And Vestel and Neo working together to take down the Bard. And now they're going to work on the Warrior as well. Gets in a lot of trouble, trying to hold on to the limb break as long as possible.
Chloe's kind of holding on here. Good job not kind of overextending, getting out of position here. Astra able to regroup.
Oh, this volcano. Oh, this volcano is great for them. They can't get to the point.
Gitsin wants to scream on him.
Oh, they split up though. Gitsin is forced to pop a shield already. They're trying to push the point back with shields. There we go. Drop the shield onto Ava. But that's all they get. Neo with the limit break, dropping on top of Gitsin. Gitsin is down. Vestel's going to be taking a lot of damage in the meantime. They do get the 1-for-1 trade, but Naya's gone. But Baka Oppai looking to be in a lot of trouble right now. Has to escape. No, he's gone. Laser beam from Ava.
Draco dies here. Gets good job getting the potion. 2 minutes on the clock. Astra needs to hold on.
This is a very scary situation for the Sharks right now. The hunt is on for Eidolon. Even though they're trying to get the train, trying to get something for their troubles here, but Vestel pop shield is able to get away. Ava there for the backup. That was a little scary. There we go.
Fortunate situation there. Baka going down, not really at the most ideal time for them.
Are you going to pop the limit break soon? They just get the limit breaks as fast as possible right now. And they convert anything off this. They are doing a lot of damage to Vestel and Naya. They got to be very careful with that, but they do have the shields to pop at the very moment. And Naya actually gets the return kill onto Gitsin. No stuns for a little while. Draco having to push point, but he doesn't have limit break. He can't survive on the point.
Baka sending the Celestial River, trying to do whatever they can to keep their team alive.
He puts out the Celestial River, but is that going to be enough? There's only 2 people left now.
Both TPS here on Team Master without Purifies. Neo wants to end this game now.
Oh my god, that's it. That is game. They stun up Gitsin. He has to shield. He does Primal Red at the very end. He's able to get on it. Can he hold on to this point at the very last 0.4% left of the game? No, not quite. Draco there coming on in, but doesn't have limit break, so he has to be careful. The shield can only last for so long.
Good miracle of nature. They want to kill the Dark Knight here before Eventide.
Oh, Baka
Good job
is
on
able
Draco
to cycle
staying
onto
alive.
it.
Massive healing from Baka there.
Yep, he's able to cycle onto it, is able to stay on point. But Baka Opie gets him in, take it down, gets it, takes him out, and there's no one else on point. Oh
Celeste with
my
the
god!
Wiseman. Wow. Fantastic work from Team Umbra. Just again, match point, riding the momentum from the previous match and kind of just making sure that they want to be the team in the grand finals here.
They put themselves in a very strong position here to win that 25 million gil. Vestel and Neo just working together so well, just finding the openings in the enemy's backline. That was a really strong game from Eidolon, and with that, they will be moving on to grand finals from the winner's side, putting themselves in a very good position there.
So that means we'll have Charlotte Sharks and Team Solar in the losers final. And I don't believe they have come across each other this entire tournament yet. So this is going to be interesting to watch. As a reminder, it is again also best of 5 in losers final.
I think they're literally on opposite sides of the brackets.
Yeah. So Sharks here does have the game advantage, being a little bit warmed up, but Solar has been able to take some time to analyze the situation.
Okay. And man, there's so much to talk about that set too. It's just they did such a good job of surviving as well. At the very, we see a lot of times Celeste just getting away with it essentially every single time. And they're just doing
fantastic work from Ava and Neo, syncing up their damage, and kind of always keeping enough pressure. Vestel being in the backline, baiting Purifies. Celeste kind of just wise-manning and making sure that he's holding on to his burst and keeping up tempo with the Gunbreaker LB.
It feels like every single time there was a kill in that game, we always see Ava with the limit break at the ready, just perfectly well timed with it. They're doing such a good job of just using their limit breaks and finding kills on top of it at the same time, and it's just working out so well.
Give us a moment here as we join the PF.
Did you leave the PF?
It got disbanded, no?
No?
Interesting.
Yeah, we're gonna be keeping this PF for the rest
Keeping
of
the
the
same
set.
one. Okay,
There we go. There we go. As we get both sides ready, it's gonna be losers finals. It's gonna be another best of 5. Let me just mosey on back in the game. Okay. Right now we have Sharks and Solar at the moment making their way through. We saw but we're now facing a losers finals in which both teams lost to Eidolon. So this is going to be a very intense grand finals. Whoever takes the win here is going to get that chance for revenge against Eidolon in the grand finals. But right now, the people with that chance is going to be the Charlotte Sharks and Solar. What do you think of this matchup at the moment?
So definitely Team Solar does have a little bit of more experience advantage, I would say, overall, in terms of tournament settings. Obviously, the Sharks have been playing for quite a while now. I think this is there's slight variation in both rosters, so it can still be kind of anybody's game.
Do you think there are going to be any interesting composition changes between games here for these two teams, or is this going to be what we're going to see for the rest of the set? Do you feel?
I think everyone's kind of agreed on the standard of Warrior, Bard, Goon. That is kind of the comfort, the flavor right now, especially coming out of the JPC CRC. That is kind of what everybody's been practicing. It is going to be funny now, I think, watching the mirror from Warriors kind of shouting at each other coming out of guard, or if they're kind of just, they might catch 20-20 each other if they're both signing on point with guard. Who's going to kind of shout at each other first?
I do want to say we do see a slight switch here. It looks like Draco is going to be switching off of the Dark Knight and into Paladin. So this is the Charlotte Sharks I saw in the last tournament, I believe, with Draco on the Paladin. He was doing a great job with the cover saves. So we'll see if that's going to make a difference here. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It's losers finals, best of 5. We're going to be starting off on the Palestra here. All right, here we go as we get ready and mosey on into this. I want to ask, Because I think in the last few sets we've seen Solar. Regis on Summoner has been a huge source of damage for them.
Yeah.
What's the best way to shut that down, do you think, for the Sharks?
Definitely tracking the purifies. You want to make sure you're spread, kind of not let the summoner really play the game. They need to make sure they're always kind of pressing W on against the double range comp here, and like taking consideration the fact of how many stuns Team Astro has here, right? They're able to just kind of play super in their face, making sure they're not free casting.
Because like, the Summoner seems to be a class that like does so much damage, but it's just able to sit on the sidelines and no one really notices it too much. So
Yeah.
we're going to see targeting Priority is going to be very interesting here for the Sharks here. There's a lot of prime targets to get. You have the White Mage, Dragoon, and the Summoner to get. So we're going to see how they're going to start off in this game number 1.
Good on Draco here, just kind of taking a defensive stance, looking for his cover.
He's waiting for that first jump in. That means
Or making sure they get the battle voice.
they also save the shield for whoever they get the cover on, so that's also very good as well. Let's see what they do. Go with it. Posturing little by little.
This warrior dance is always extremely. They both blood on each other. Iron Chef goes in guard here.
The mating ritual of PvP warriors right there. Oh my god, the potion was sniped though. Iron Chef America doesn't quite get the potion there. Has to be very careful.
Gets covered, runs back in.
Oh, gets hit with the Miracle of Nature. Has to run away. No shield at the ready. He's going to be taken out. Chloe gets the kill.
Not letting the chef cook today. Red is caught out of position here in guard.
Here it is. This is the moment they're waiting for. Chasing after Regis. Doesn't have that many defenses up. Slowed. Heavied. Can they catch it? They do. Meanwhile, Baka Opai cover shielded up and ready to go with the limit break at the ready.
The summoner losing a lot of time here. Getting that first limit break is going to be quite critical here. Both White Mages with OB.
Careful, Iron Chef. Holding on to the front just a little bit. Finding a perfect opportunity to go in. Can they find the opening? You're going to go into Draco right away. Try to prevent him from gaining cover shields down. Getting the chain on in. Can they get anything off of this? Chloe's also being targeted on the sidelines as well. Forces the shield. And there goes the roar from Gidson, trying to get anything. They do get the catch onto Chrysis, though, however, a revenge from Gidson.
The exchange on census there.
Uh-oh, this is looking a little bit unfortunate for the side of Solar right now. Already losing 2 with limit breaks at the ready as well. So a good delay on this to hold on to the point. They still have to struggle to get the 50% though. Iron Chef America holding on to it as far as they can, trying to delay things, but it's not going to be enough. Gidson gets the revenge kill as well. That's 5 limit breaks on the side of Solar that they cannot use. That must be a little frustrating.
They need to also play into the hollow here. Can they find a good miracle in nature and just completely null somebody out of the fight before the phalanx?
He's hiding behind that wall very well. They're going to try to silence him, try to get on top of it. They do
Silence
get the
him.
kill. The
Ghosted.
burst immediately. He even goes. Did he even get the limit break off?
It went off. The phalanx buff is applied right now, but his hollowed ground did not apply on himself.
That's a little
Gets
bit
in without guard. They know they can punish him.
And there they go. Both tanks sacrificing themselves on the point right now as the rest of the team gets away back to their own side of the map. Now this is
Good
another
on number, not overcommitting with the rest of their limit breaks there, so that's good on them.
Solar have the chance. We saw this already in the last set. Like even with this kind of lead on Palestra, there's always the chance for it to go all the other way, and now they have the limit break advantage this time.
Both Primal Screams available here soon.
The debate is ongoing. Who's going to scream louder? Holding on to the side, seeing who gets the first jump
Gets
in.
in, getting a critical guard here out of Census with the Blota. They find the Miracle of Nature on Census. Good elusive jump. Census getting the paw, playing it safe. Baka caught out of position. No, goes down immediately.
Yeah, they do get the 1-for-1 trade, both sides. Let's see if they get anything else off of this. Trying to push away Solar from the map. Iron Chef America looking a little bit low right now. Pops the scream. Does get the kill onto Draco at the very least. And now the numbers advantage is slowly starting to peter on in. Can they get the next kill right off of that? Gidson also popped his screen as well, trying to see if they can get any revenge kills off of this. But it does look like they're not able to get too much return. Umbra have cleared the checkpoint, and now it's their turn to hold on the offensive. Arimi taking a bit of damage on the backside. Does pop shield at the very least, is trying to get away on the speed lane, but no, the bloater comes on in.
Nothing.
Chained up,
Good
anything
blow-up from
else?
Gidson.
No!
Rimi's still
Arimi!
getting out.
Arimi-
With a sliver of health there.
Arimi used that chance to get the snipe onto Chloe.
40
Oh.
seconds.
Gotta hold on. No.
Good cover on area there.
Bullet break on the side. Senses jumping
Census
into
says
the air.
no. He wants this.
There it is. That's 3 down. And can they pass this? They will, but we still have 30 seconds left. There's maybe time. Oh, just at the last snapshot right there. Chloe jumps on in. Okay, but this time, no. Okay, Buck unfortunately doesn't hit the snapshot on the point. And with that, game 1 gonna go the way of Solar. There's something about this map that makes the early advantage not being a good thing.
It's rough. It's play's just very difficult, like in terms of not only macro but LB management. There can be like where you can completely be in a winning state, but just out of nowhere, either due to respawns or getting a clutch LB, and on top of again how fast burst is and just target selection to completely put the enemy team on the back foot and just kind of take the game in your favor.
With that, we do have the lead going the way of Solar for game number 1, and looks like for game 2, we're going to be heading back to the Volcanic Heart.
Wonder if they'll stick to the Paladin here. Paladin not really the best favorite on Volcanic in my opinion.
I mean, you could probably... Well, there's not much you can do to interact with the exploding bombs, but defensively, the cover is pretty nice to have.
Yeah, just there's a lot of situations where your team might be kind of, LOS or kind of just scrambling a little more because of due to the nature of the volcano, right? So I might either get the Paladin out of position, and it's so much easier to just get heavily cleaved on.
They are having another change up though on the side of Charlotte and Sharks. We do see areas switching out of the Bard to the Summoner. They want to face firepower.
That sounds about right, as well as Baka going back to the Astro.
Okay. Does Summoner provide an interesting advantage here on this map in particular, you think? Or is it just a comfort pick for them?
It might be. Obviously the Aegis is very powerful, providing the rampart effect for your tanks to kind of just stay in the front line. It is very easy for a Summoner to just kind of peek corners and come in only when they need to, obviously, right? With the double Fester, the fantastic burst that a Summoner Goon can provide.
There's a lot of
that,
ways.
and obviously Bahamut, right, can get huge value here.
There's a lot of ways you can just take advantage of the line of sight breaking here. There's so many little columns you can just poke your face around and just shoot off a bit of your spells one at a time without overcommitting too much. Speaking of which, neither side really committing. Gonna play this one really safely here. Once again, the Warriors are at it with each other.
Exchange. Good job on Chef, forcing Gitsin into the guard there.
They shift out for
Aegis
Draco.
coming out. The Miracle Nature on Gitsin.
They do get the kill onto Gitsin. Gitsin is going to be down for the time being. They see if they catch up anything else right after this. They're looking like they're chasing, but Chloe's taking a lot of damage from going to the back lane. Now has to escape into the speed lane.
Astro's just kind of scrambling here. They need to regroup.
Oh, can they get the kill? Try and get to the potion, but Bloater coming on in. Is that going to be enough?
Chloe.
Heavy. Oh, the cover shield just in time.
Draco needs to make sure he doesn't overstay here. They need to break this tether. He's going to get double clip from the White HOB.
He got stuck there.
Yeah, Crisis just getting behind the tether there and just forcing the double damage that Drake was going to be forced to take there from the White HOB.
And right now, Reach is sitting on point, just like, hey, I'll just push point then, guys. You guys seem to have everything under control.
Very scary fact that Iron Chef does have the Scream here ahead of Gitsin.
Can they break it off of them, though? Iron Chef is sitting in shield.
Here comes Bahamut from Regis. If they manage to kill Draco before he gets to the Phalanx here, this will be massive in the favor of Team Umbra.
Yeah, they get it.
Draco goes down.
Census with a
Census
beautiful limit
finding
break. Okay, get another one. Chloe also. Oh, Chloe, no! The bomb path as well. Does get healed up. Baka there with the save. Getting it else isn't enough though. Chloe gets immediately changed back up, taken out. Laser beam from Christus as well just to seal the deal.
And the Skittles here, right? The Volcano Orbs, also in the favor of Team Master, so they can just build to another, or Team Umbra, forgive me, to get another OB here.
I gotta feel. I don't know what the Sharks did
forced
to
out.
the Volcanic Heart here. They've encountered some bad juju here with the way these bombs have been placed.
They just, you know, maybe Mog Station purchases that they're lacking, who knows, right?
They did not give enough
Draco
tribute
with
to the
Phalanx
Mog
coming up
Station
here.
Baroness. Thou shalt not win the 25 million gil prize. But with that, they are able to reset a little bit. They're playing this one very safely, and they do have a bunch of limit breaks. I think they're respecting the limit break potential here. But right now, going back in once again, can they get Draco? Draco dies with limit breaks still on him. I think it's even gone as well.
Yeah, just not respecting the damage here. Good job on Umbra, just staying extremely disciplined, making sure that all their damage is in sync here.
They do get the return kill onto Census, but the numbers advantage is still going the way of Solar right now as they're once again pushing the point back, and the last two members slowing dying off one by one. Gitz is going to try to have to delay this as much as possible by himself. Has the ship at the very least. And Draco coming in with the cover.
Oh no. The uncertainty maybe getting in the way of things, not trusting the map, just playing, you know, take advantage of the minute and a half that they have.
I didn't even notice we still had a minute left. Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
this match has been going so fast. And not fast in the way the Sharks want to right now. They need to slow this down as much as possible. Draco pops the Phalanx. Can't get anything else off of this though. They're going to try to get the damage onto Census. Census is going to be taken out.
Onslaught.
And they catch another one. They see Iron Chef America stuck on the speed lane, but he is able to get out for the time being. Clapped, slowed, gravity, and he is finally gone. That's 2 down, but not the worst situation for Solar. They can sit back with the limit breaks. They have a gigantic lead. Kitson just trying to poke them out just a little bit at a time, if possible.
Both teams trying to grab some orbs here. 30 seconds.
That's 4 limit breaks on the side of Solar at the ready. And there goes! Popping off one, Ava popping on the show as well. Aryu goes down immediately on the sidelines. What a brilliant
Umbra with the
display
perfect
there.
wake-up call here.
Oh, and there comes the Bahamut as well. So much damage raining upon the Sharks right now. They're trying their best. They do release their own limit breaks, but is it going to be enough? They get the kill onto Christus at the very least. Get one revenge kill. It's still 1-for-1. Baka Opai also still barely alive. Possibly able to rescue his teammates. Gitson's going to go down, however.
Iron Chef with no defensives here. Can they catch him? Good Aegis coming out from Register to keep Iron Chef on the offense here.
Chloe able to push
Cover on Chloe.
back.
Draco
Oh
will
my
go down
gosh,
right after
Draco.
this.
Oh, that's so unfortunate. Not enough HP for the shield to save him. And here we go. The healing light area going to pop out the Phoenix here, trying to support the team, himself and the teammates as much as possible. But Chloe gets taken out by the sidelines. Too much damage poured on the poor Dragoon.
Miracle Nation on Aryu.
Oh no, it's a point! Aryu gets bound up. No one can sit on the point fast enough. And Gitson wasn't able to find the jump in as well.
Again, just the raw power of the double range here, not being punished as I mentioned it earlier, just completely taking the game without ever being slowed down or contested there, just pumping as much damage as possible.
It feels like they need to like kind of make, I don't know, because like switching might not be the best idea here, but they haven't found a way to jump onto the backside, right? Like they haven't found that opening at all. And it just feels like Solar is just getting away with so much right now. Like they have all these safe ways to pop their limit breaks.
Definitely a little bit of the uncertainty there coming out on Team Astra. Again, as I mentioned, Solar does have a little bit more of LP experience overall, I would say. So maybe that's a contributing factor here. Again, but it is not over. There has been reverse sweeps before. We can definitely see it again.
Oh, for sure. We could be here for a long while, ladies and gentlemen. That's how it goes with PvP. Anything can turn on a dime right now. It looks like we are turning back to the original composition from the first game. Going back to the Bard this time. All right, 2-0 in favor of Solar right now. They're sitting with a great advantage in this set and ready to get the revenge set against Eidolon Grand Finals. Let's see if the Sharks can bring it for this game number 3 on the Clockwork Castletown.
No changes, right? And Draco sticking to the Paladin here?
Yep.
Just
It doesn't look there has been any major changes
Yep.
other than area going back
healer.
to the Bard.
Yeah, and the ranged.
Mhm. I think they're trying to go for
Nothing
something.
wrong with sticking to comfort.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're trying to go for something a little bit more offensive on that map, but unfortunately didn't pan out the way they wanted to. So going back to their tried and true. And so far working out. It's been working for them up towards this entire tournament. No reason why it would stop here. But Solar, though, looking extremely powerful coming up from a loser's run back here. So go.
Let's see if either team decides that pressing W is the play here and just kind of, catch the unexpected.
You just gotta run at the enemy, Just gotta catch them off guard, kill the summoner and the bard before anything major happens. It does look like, oh, okay, we're gonna have our first jump in. Gitson trying to see if we can find anything on the tatami mat, forcing Christus into a guard right now. Oh my gosh, everything's going all over the place. Baka Opai, though,
Crisis.
unfortunately a victim.
White mage exchange.
White mage for white mage. Oh, okay, there we go. Gets a kill onto
The
Chloe.
cover gets ghosted there.
Okay, here we go. Draco in a lot of trouble as well. It's going to be another one down for the Sharks. He's trying to escape to the side, but Heavy chained up. It's not going to be
Draco
enough
trying
for
to
Draco.
run. Iron Chef says no. Bloated them back in. I think this fight just explains buff Paladin, please. Yoshi, if you're out there.
Buff Paladin. People are getting better at handling Paladin right now. It looks like, oh, gotta be careful. Tatami Chloe has to go back. Right now, just saying they can pincer them here right now. Going after Christus. Oh, Christus pops a shield just in time. They is able to get away, and the Confiteor is not going to be enough to even get the Miracle of Nature on him, it looks like, but they're going to just run away just in time.
Good cover on Gitson. Again, Draco needs to immediately run after here. He does have the Onslaught debuff. Is he will Draco die?
That was a bad time for the Lanterns to be in the way. There we go. Nice little bit coming in from Christus. It is going to be taken out in return 1-for-1, but Chloe also in a lot of trouble. Dies on the side.
Umbra will not relent.
They need to let them just have this 50% mark. This is a little bit too scary for them to deal with. Oh,
with
boy.
Warriors in the mad moment. No.
Get Iron Chef at the very least, so that's actually pretty good for them. And Christus is still on their way back. They could push them off this point and just keep it at 50. They get the scream. Gitson going on in right now, trying to find the kill onto Arimi. Can I get anything else off of this? Good primal rank, catching all three. Can I get anything else? They can't run away because they can see a Jimbo and the steer. Oh, Regis gets cut out. You know what? I think their luck may be turning. What a situation that was. Oh no, stun on Christus as well!
No.
Oh no!
That's our first Yojimbo kill that I've seen, right? I believe.
I think that's our first Yojimbo victim of this entire tournament. Oh my gosh, Yojimbo once more. Chloe does have shield though, so just push this point as far as possible. We have a tie set right now. Tie game here. Managed to defend the 50% mark and now push for their own 50. Iron Chef America coming on in though. They're going to fight this out 4v5. They only have the scream. Can they get anything with it? Got two
Draco
on him.
needs to send it.
Alright, Phalanx going on, protecting Gitson just in time! And Baka Opai replying with their own limit break.
Sky high from Chloe.
The damage
Doesn't
is
find
there.
much here. Now they can sense to send it right back at him.
They actually popped the 50% checkpoint in that entire meanwhile. Oh my gosh, a lead for the Charlian Sharks right now. And they're still chasing for more? Oh, Chloe though gets immediately countered upon though. Very nice Primal Ren coming in from Iron Chef.
Good Aqua Well from Christus. Draco caught out.
Oh, he
Has
might
to
just
burn the
have to,
Purify. Can he get out?
he might just have to die
Losing
here.
the timer to the next hollow here, it might be critical.
But hey, this is a lead for Sharks now. They can just sit back and defend. They have Gitson with the limit break. Baka Opai has the limit break as soon as what? There it is. Pop just right now. So they have some really good tools to defend this point.
Right, just with that Bahamut at the ready.
Oh,
He
they're
needs to
Gitson!
respect it.
Gets a little bit too close. pops the Scream immediately onto Iron Chef. Can he convert off of it to get the limit break with the White Mage as well? Is the
Senses
damage
Miracle of
there
Nature.
though?
Sense is not able to go up in the air before the miracle gets applied to him.
Oh, here we go. Iron Chef America replying with his own Scream. Can he get anything off as they do catch Draco with the laser beam?
Area without defensives here needs to get out. Onslaught debuff on him.
Oh, just trying to cover the potion just in case. A lot of low HP for both bards right now.
25 seconds here. Draco needs to find a good cover as he runs back here.
Ooh, here we go. Another stun right there. Sense is getting in with the damage, taking out Gitsin. And Baka Opai left alone with the shield, trying
Draco
to find
running
his
his way.
safety.
Can he get Baka?
Ooh, yes, he got it.
No, it doesn't
He got
get
it.
the guard.
No,
He doesn't get the guard, unfortunate enough. He, buff Paladin.
Buff Paladin.
We're in overtime now.
indeed.
Astra needs to hold on.
Oh, this is the most unfortunate situation. We got Dragoon versus Dragoon here, dropping on down Chloe, trying to see if they get the damage, but Sensus already has the shields up from the fall. This is looking extremely dire. Gitsin is going to be holding on to the point as long as possible, but he's silenced up, stunned, shield down, it's gone. Iron Chef America screams him to death, and the follow-ups just keep coming. Chloe to fall soon after.
Draco needs to hold on. They need Asking Master needs to cycle point.
Baka Opai just lets it rip onto Iron Chef. Iron Chef puts himself into the shield, trying to defend the follow-up damage. Can they get rid of this warrior? Not quite yet. He escapes to his side right now. Meanwhile, Aereo doing their best to hold on to the points as fast as possible. Oh, the bloater coming in from Baka. Is that going to be enough to prevent it? No, just in time. Baka steps onto the point, resets the overtime just there. But now it's stuck his shield. Stunned up. Primal Ren. There goes the laser beam as well. 2 down. Chloe's left alone on point by themselves.
Chloe needs to get out. Can he get the cover here? Good pain from Area there. Maybe that'll be just enough to keep Chloe alive.
Oh, the bloater once again.
Contest.
And Chloe gets taken out far in the backside. Iron Chef America.
Follow the ground will be forced here.
Jordas has to come out now if they have any chance to defend here. They need to get this push
Santos
here.
at the ready. He's waiting for that Phalanx to time out. Miracle Nature on Christus. Can they find it? Can they find it?
Does some damage. The screen code comes out. They find no shields for a few members. Iron Chef America rips his own as well. Draco, though, looking very low at the moment. He's looking low. The chain brings him in. It's too late.
Consensus.
They got the revenge kill, but Sensus going on a rampage right now. Getting kills left and right. Can they bring anything else off of this? There's a big, scary Bahamut in that corner. Gitsin can't get in time. And that's going to be game, set, and match for Solar.
Wow, the amount of damage from Team Umber there. They want that good parse, you know. They want that good FF log.
Gotta parse your PvPs, man, to see how much damage how much you're contributing. But man, Sensus just finding these kills left and right. The entire team coordinating those fights really well.
Good job on Sharks, so holding on to the finals, right? So massive props for them. Thank you for coming out.
They get all the way to 3rd place, nothing to sneeze at, but unfortunately, they will be going home today. And now, we have the final set of the day. Quick look at the brackets here to see how far we've come. We have 2 teams here. A story of 2 teams, if it were. Starting from winners semis. Eidolon and Solar facing off there. And Eidolon taking a very handy 2-0 over Solar. Meanwhile, as Eidolon takes another handy victory over the Sharks to get into Grand Finals, we have Solar facing off against Big Dynamis Energy, Gnaweyed Rat, and Charlatan Sharks fighting all the way forward into Grand Finals for a revenge match. And this is double elimination, meaning that Solar needs to win 6 games if they want to claim that grand prize.
Yeah, obviously the favor that there is a favorable advantage of kind of, you know, you just played, you're a little bit more warmed up, you kind of have, you know, the PTSD depressed guard at the ready. Eidolon did again get to see those 3 matches and kind of make a game plan on the other end.
All right. With that, we are going to take a short break to allow the players to rest just a little bit right now. We'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen. Stay tuned, guys. The grand finals will soon be here.
Don't go anywhere.
And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. A nice view of the Wolves Den Pier. See if we can try to find all the people making their way forward right now. Hey guys, welcome. It's going to be grand finals. Eidolon versus Solar. Are you ready for this one, Merlin?
I'm ready. It's fantastic to see both teams kind of, I think pretty much every single team here is kind of, I would say should be more than happy kind of living away from this. They got to participate in a very, very probably the closest Rookie Rumble to date. So, and obviously, again, thank you guys for coming out and trying LP. I hope you guys continue after this.
Yeah, this is always very exciting to see the coordination come on in. And these two teams, I think, have been some of the most coordinated we've seen all weekend right now. Both of them in the grand final spot. Eidolon on the winner's side and Solar challenging from the loser's side. Any last words before we head on into our first game? Any
good luck, have fun.
Yeah.
Above all, make sure you're having fun, right? Like, it is winner take all. There will be more of these. Just kind of make it a good memory for your team here.
Remember, when you win, you're kicked out forever. So make this win count.
Sure, you can't lose if you win.
Yeah, there you go. All right, here we go. Everyone's all ready to go. We have our two teams here, Eidolon and Solar. Ladies and gentlemen, in the chat and in the crowd, let's see some excitement here as we head on into grand finals of the Rookie Rumble 4. Man, could you imagine if this turns to a 10-game set?
I hope so, and that's exactly what I was about to mention. Again, Solar is coming out of the losers final here, so they need to reset the bracket.
I mean, we were talking about before how Solar was taking advantage of the double range lineup, how they weren't really being contested. Eidolon's a team that loves jumping on into the back lines, you know?
Yeah.
I think every
correct.
single game they've been jumping on into the backside, even if they lose members.
Yeah. They did play earlier, right? I think. They did meet in round 2 on the winners bracket earlier yesterday. So let's see how each team has adapted.
I'm excited for this because just we've seen Solar, they're playing hot right now, coming in from the losers matches. But man, Eidolon looking really good here right now, drinking some tea, relaxing, getting ready for the final call as the countdown ticks down, and we are ready for the first match of this set.
Let's see which team decides to, if they want to just be on the offense and kind of take it to them.
Just courting each other just at the moment, just poking out at Celeste. Celeste just teasing them a little bit with the potion. Both sides don't want to do too much, but is this going to be Celeste up first? Just trying to catch on to them. Oh my god, they're going for the background, but they take out Naya.
The burst registering before Naya's full guard comes out. They exchange on the Dragoon.
Yep, so they are going to be a 1-for-1 exchange there. Both sides of them just showing their aggression at this point, seeing if they can get the first few kills off right now. You know, Daimian going to be looking like the next target for Solar. Has to run around the backside of the sprint lane. Can he get to the potion? He's able to get there just in time. And Celeste, meanwhile, still holding on to that point. Every single time we see action happening elsewhere, this point is just slowly chugging. Oh no, Chrysis has to run. Is able to get out into shield just in case, and has Limbrick at the ready, but no.
Sends it right back at them, finds 2.
No damage right off of that, however, as they're just trying their best to defend this point. But it is going to be Eidolon with the first 50% checkpoint hit.
Celeste caught in Miracle.
Ooh, Celeste caught out, and they are gone.
Notably, Astra did hit the 50% here, so they need to decide: do we keep going? Do we send it?
Both sides just finding this is a really scuffle of a match right now. Both sides just finding pickoffs one by one. The numbers advantage hasn't really swung in either way so far, but we do see Solar slowly getting the numbers in. Neo's trying to find anything there, not quite.
Iron Chef caught out of position there.
Oh, that was the Seitan tension right there. Takes him out immediately. Can they get a chain off of this? Probably not, but that was probably more than enough to just push back this defense just a little bit and let the rest of Eidolon spawn back in.
LB advantage is on Team Umbra.
Be careful. They do get the stun. There goes Limit Break from the White Mage. Can they convert anything else off of this right now? Ava, though, revenging on their own. And they do get the kill onto Chrysis. Oh, no. They shot first, but they're going to die first as well. Iron Chef from America also in a lot of trouble, being chased down by Vestel. Has to run around the circle. Senses does find themselves a little bit chained up. Stuck in the backside.
Just completely being pressured by the ninja, not able to reset.
Oh my gosh, this poor warrior has to run away.
Good job on Neo. Takes a speed lane here. He's able to get a reset, not dying under the pressure that was being thrown upon him.
Right now,
Eidolon is still with the Dragoon LB.
Look how far back they're playing while Celeste is up there, just holding on to it. Oh, can they survive? No, a little bit too far forward, but they did get the 1-for-1 kill. The trade is there. Regis dies with Limit Break on top of them, so that's a lot of offensive power disappeared from the field.
Sense that Purify. Needs to be careful.
There's like no, they have not found a strong opportunity to use any Limit Break. Ava will catch poor Sensus out there as well.
Neo and Sky High.
Oh my gosh.
They want to break this crystal and send it further.
Oh,
sorry, they already broke. They want to end it.
They have the They have the scream out. They do find a kill off of that onto Naya. But things are not looking great here. Back on the front line, Iron Chef America suddenly sees Celeste on the front lines, has to get out immediately. They do get a second kill onto Ava, though. So they are able to relieve a little bit of pressure, but they're still pushing. They're still pushing. Every single bit. Celeste is just like, nah, I don't care.
I belong here. This is my crystal.
They're pouring so much into this Gunbreaker.
The Nebula just doing absolute wonders here for him.
That is a strong 78% lead here. But we have seen Solar in the last set come back from this kind of a lead. So
78% is not impossible.
It's not zero. So it's not 100%. They have a chance here to take this all the way back. But both sides probably going to be fully revived up. Celeste and Ava with their limit breaks at the ready. Both white mages actually. So both of them just trying to find that angle on the crystal. Oh no, jumping on there. Celeste once again.
Good in. Good guard from Iron Chef.
Oh, the counter! Pops into the back line. They're trying to find damage on top of Ava, but no. Unfortunately, the Sky Shatter isn't there. They spread out really well. No, Eidolon looking on the counter right now. Regis trying to pop a Bahamut, see if they can get any damage on it. Iron Chef America does let the Scream rock. Celeste looking like in a lot of trouble. Celeste does go down on the front lines, but it's going to be a 1-for-1 trade.
Ava caught with no MP.
Oh, Chris is in a lot of trouble. Neil finds him, gets the kill, and Vestel almost as well finishes it off. Does that count for the kill chain if you die mid animation like that?
I think it's if you die like a second after. I think it's still, as long as the buff applies, it should reset. I believe is how it works.
All right, and there we go. This is actually looking very scary. They do break the 50% mark. Can they convert anything else off of this? However, Naya's sitting on the point, trying to prevent it from moving on forward, waiting for the rest of the team to come back.
Celeste just being a menace, not letting them, just massively DCDing them and just holding down this push.
Oh, Iron Chef America, no shield. Okay, there he goes. Gets the shield jump just in time, but there's a lot of damage coming his way. He has to be very careful there. Tries to jump on in with the stun. Iron Chef America, they'll take it on. Neo Dining Man gets the kill. There is going to be revenge. It's going to be a 1-for-1 trade still, but Regis looking very low right now. Has to pop shield. Can he get pushed? And does grab the potion just in time.
Krista sends it.
Oh, no! Krista finds the opening. Gets the kill onto Ava. Celeste also going to be taken out. This is the opportunity Solar are looking for. They have the numbers.
Reddish with Bahamut. Just absolute destruction coming from the Bahamut right now. Neo needs to stay alive. Will Sky High here to just buy enough time.
Yep, Sense sitting in
Can
shield.
they cycle the point?
Oh, Bloda coming on in. Bahamut.
Naya needs to get on.
The Akmorn dropping on down, but he does get away. He escapes backwards, and Ava responds with his own limit break as well. There goes Census as well, trying to find the point. Here we are at the tiebreaker spot. Can they find anything? It's going to be a numbers advantage as Naya goes down. They're looking to get the kill onto Arimi, but Ava in a lot of trouble, has to back up. Oh no. Iron Chef
Chris looking for a Waimei jungle.
Ooh.
Good guard from Vestel. They're able to just completely null out the damage from the White Mage. Neo with that Purify.
Iron Chef is able to come back. He escapes through the sprint lane. He does have limit break at the ready. He's going to come back in with a full scream.
Iron Chef coming in with Ren.
Can he kill off Ava? Oh no, not quite. Shields up and tries to run away, but being chased off by Census.
Vestel needs to stay alive here. The Deathlink is critical to winning this fight, whereas Umbra definitely wants to shut down the Ninja after this.
Census finally gets the catch onto Ava. Can he get anything else off of this? Yes, they do get the Gunbreaker, and that's going to be just enough. Vestel is not there fast enough for the point to take for them, and that's going to be game one, going with Solar.
Fantastic performance from both teams here. Just kind of, just an absolute brawl of a game. They definitely want to take their claim on Rikuromo 4 here.
Again, it feels like every time we go to Palestra, it's never a good idea to have the first lead. At least against Solar.
Yeah.
Solar has been consistently pushing back really well right now.
And again, it's been quite a long day now, right? So maybe the mental's kind of taking a little hit. They might be tired or whatever the case may be. So just both teams need to do absolutely everything they can and make sure they save the best for this final.
All right, here we go. Game number 2. We'll be heading over into Clockwork Castletown. Solar are well on their way, putting the first point on the board towards a reset.
Have we not seen? We haven't seen Cloud9. What's going on here? Where's Cloud9?
We've seen Cloud9 in the previous sets, but it looks like these guys
Not
wanna...
enough. Not enough.
You guys see more of it. I mean, we've only seen one Red Sands as well. So.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
The Volcanic Heart has been the counter pick, and now Clockwork as well is becoming slowly inching up there, right behind them.
Yeah. And no swaps again. Just kind of sticking to their guns. They understand what they need to do to win. It's just kind of making sure that you're staying just remain calm, understand how much damage the enemy team can do, what your limitations are, and just be careful with these Miracle of Natures.
Do you feel like because I will say there's not a lot of reliable stun on the side of Eidolon. Do you think that's hurting them a little bit here, especially since Iron Chef America's just jumping on in with these Rens at perfect times?
Definitely a little bit, and that's kind of where the Ninja comes in, right? They need to soften up the secondary targets, just to bait as much Purifies here. That's all of the Ninja.
All right,
Here we go, Remy getting an early guard, reading the damage, very strong guard there. Iron Chef may be caught here.
Healed out. Is able to get fully healed, thank goodness for that. At the meantime, both sides just trying to poke away at each other right now. Chris is in a lot of trouble. They do get the first kill onto Vistel. Chris is able to get away as well.
Neo with that Purify, can they punish?
They do. Senses cleans it up, and now point going the way of Eidolon still, because yes, of course Celeste is pushing point still.
Yeah, you kind of just want to die here, making sure that you don't desync with your team. It's okay if you die and kind of get the death timers together with your team.
Right, Solar are in a really strong position right now.
Yep. Mage OB and Dragoon OB in their favor to get first.
So just going for a behind play here. Going to try to pincer them a little bit, looks like. Here we go. We're going to let them take the 50% point. Just wait for the rest of the team to come on in. Neo immediately pops the shield.
Neo caught in silence, instantly bursted out of the fight.
That... Don't know what happened there. They do get the return kill at the very least. It's going to be 1-for-1 trade. They get rid of the White Mage before Chris's can use the limit break.
Senses feels forced to OB here to stay alive. Can he find some damage with the Sky?
Oh, they got the kill with the Bahamut. Very nice. And Senses dropping on in, but stunned up. Can they get taken out? No, not quite yet. Healed up and shielded. Away he goes. That extra shield for the Sky Shatter. I think Regis is just going on a tear right now as he's... The kill count popping his way already into the other side. Neo Diamond has to pop the potion just to escape. But they're still pressuring the spawn.
Not letting them breathe here.
Oh my god, that crystal is almost there at the end. And be careful, Chris's
wasn't able to reset.
Stuns out Vistel. Regis gets the finishing blow. And now here
Neo
comes...
forced to OB.
Here comes the Katakuri. They have to back up for the time being, it looks like. Just respect the possible issues here, but right now they're leading poor Eidolon on a merry chase through this castle town right now, just dodging them through the corners.
Yep. Astra needs to understand they don't need to contest here, right? They already got it to the 90% mark. Just kind of use this positional advantage behind these corners, but why are they contesting?
Christus again, so fast with the limit break build up.
Celeste able to get out. Fantastic healing from Ava there. But Team Umbra with a lot of LBs here.
Naya is trying to hold on to this point with their dear lives, but it's not going to be enough. And now we're losing a numbers advantage here for Eidolon right now. They have to engage and find something, but Sense is coming in from behind, trying to shake things up a little bit. And here comes a Scream. Ava trying to pop their limit break, seeing to catch anything else off it, but Sense is dropping on down from the heavens. Celeste in a lot of trouble right now. Does have the limit break at the ready. He's trying to start things out, but immediately gets screamed on. Damage pouring onto the Gunbreaker. Has to run away, but Sense is right on her tail.
Forced to guard on point here. Needs to stay alive here. This death link is again also critical for this engagement.
How are they holding actually? No one died in that entire engagement.
Maybe the White Mage Cure 3, Nerf Cure 3.
Oh my gosh!
Catching
no way!
Here is massive here though. This should be exactly what Astra needs to get back in this game.
Vistel does die unfortunately on the sidelines.
Ava caught with that Purify.
There you go, the poor White Mage.
Sense is just sending it. He wants this kill.
Oh. Ava has limit breaks in.
pin.
There it is. 3 limit breaks at
Crisis
the ready.
caught without guard.
Crisis! Crisis cut out! Is it going to be enough for the kill? No!
Sends the LB right back in their face.
The entire team doubles back and says, not our white mage. That's 3 down on the side of Eidolon right now as Solar continuing to push their advantage. They still have 30 seconds left though.
And again, scary limit breaks from Team Umbra here.
4 limit
So
breaks.
another situation. They need to stay alive.
Is 4 limit breaks more than enough? Vistel goes on in with the Shikuchi, trying to stall things out just a little bit. See if they can kill the Senses, but Senses is able to jump out just in time. Neo chasing with the limit break. They find the catch on to Iron Chef America. That's going to be fast enough. Iron Chef does get out the limit break, though, putting out the Scream. Lowering the shield. Is this going to be enough for them to hold on forward? But no, Celeste is unaffected. Is able to hold on to it, even with Bahamut blasting right on top of them.
Fantastic.
the bind!
LB seeing cure from Team Umbra.
Oh, that was a very close bind there, preventing them from hitting the checkpoint, but they are able to cycle in fast enough. There goes Crisis with the limit break. Catches out Celeste. That's 3 down on the side of Eidolon. Trying to run
needs
away.
To stay alive.
Oh, this is a really bad.
Monster shovel cards here. They need to
No
survive.
potion. There's no potion here for him. Oh, and that's gonna be game.
Solar wants this reset.
Oh my god, and they are earning that reset right now. Look at that scoreboard right now. Regis and Sense is just causing so much chaos in that entire fight. No deaths on them either. Ooh. Their entire DPS lineup, no deaths. Zero deaths for the entire DPS team. Oh man.
Yeah, just absolute press W, just making sure they don't give Team Asher the time to breathe and regroup here, just kind of hitting the pedal on the gas here. Or the gas to the pedal, whatever. You know what I'm trying to say.
it's getting late into the day.
It's late, man. Even though it's just been a long so many great CC games here.
Right now, Eidolon on the back foot in this first set, but they have a safety cushion at the very least, so they could just be gathering info, how to fight, how Solar plays. And here it is, just for you, my friend. Just for you.
Are we going?
We're going.
Oh my god.
We're going on a trip into the clouds, my friend. Into Cloud 9 for game number 3.
Finally.
There it
We're
is.
home.
And this is a map where Vistel can really shine, right? If you're able to catch people off guard.
Yeah, and even like something like so small as like stunning someone trying to grab a feather, and like kind of air someone out of it or because of it, kind of just like completely swing the tide in their favor.
I feel like sometimes those feathers can be a trap, because when you touch back down, you're like open for just long enough to get stunned, and
yeah,
that's like the worst feeling.
It's a West Coast check.
There it is. How's your ping, ladies and gentlemen? Is it low enough to avoid the stun? But right now, let's see if Eidolon can avoid being sent into an instant reset here. They are down 0-2 at the moment. Solar looking for that reset right now. And they're doing, again, we were talked about before, they're doing such an amazing job enabling their DPS to just go wild.
Yeah.
Like, Rimimi and Regis just getting away with so much at the moment.
And I think it's not really often that you see Bard combined with Summoners, so props on them for making it work here.
Alright, and here we go into game number 3, ladies and gentlemen. The countdown ticker goes up. And here we go, flying on into the center. I'll catch up. There it is. There we go. I'll hit that button and move the camera just a little bit closer like that. I think we've seen this play before. Iron Chef America just hiding behind the wall, waiting for any opportunity to jump on in with the rend. If anyone pokes their eyes out, they know Celeste likes to jump on forward. This will be a perfect way to ambush. And there we go. The bloater comes out on top of Celeste.
Fine. Good discipline on Celeste, not to guard there.
Oh, here we go. They're jumping immediately onto Iron Chef America. He is able to push it out with the tank, and Vistel, first one to fall.
Fantastic ninja check there from Team Umbra.
Damage is
Team Master low on defense this year.
Oh, Celeste needs to get out, gets to the potion, but the stun coming in! What a great Primal Rend stopping Celeste from making it out!
Neo elusive jumping in.
Oh my
and
gosh.
Just finding the kill there.
One by one, Naya trying to delay the point on their own once again, but it's not going to be enough. Too much damage on the side of Solar. And things are not looking good for this first push.
Both White Mage Joey's at the ready. Will we see a turbulence soon? Iron Chef with the scream soon.
We haven't even gone to the first turbulence yet. Celeste going on in. There they go. Jumping on top of a Rimimi. A Rimimi. There we go.
Eva sending it. Vestal caught without Purify.
Both
Good
sides.
pain on Vest.
They do get the kill onto the White Mage. Can they follow up on top of this, pushing the point back away from the 50% mark? Trying to find an opening. Census stuck in shield. The turbulence is about to come right now. Celeste throwing all the trouble. Primal Ren for all their efforts, unable to get to the potion in time. Ava now stunned up, bloated, and there comes the
86%.
Bahamut there as well for all their trouble.
Yeah.
That's so much damage.
The crystal broken from Team Arbor here. The turbulence in 3.
Oh, Iron Chef America gets to the potion and the shield just in time. And they have a big lead for themselves right now as they're going to clean up the backline here. Neo Daimian found out, facing off against many members of Solar on their own, silenced up. And there they
Radiant
go.
Regis just will not let Neo go.
Celeste just jumping on in. Gotta make something of this as much as possible. There they go.
Celeste and Nebula should be safe here.
So Solar taking this one a little bit more conservatively here. They're respecting the turbulence, respecting the return power of Eidolon right now, but they do catch Celeste out in the open.
Naya.
Oh, they see the limit break opportunity, the miracle of nature. They get out Naya as well.
Census finds a perfect Sky Shatter there. Oh, the exchange on Chrysis.
Oh, Ava though
Ava
also
without
to
Purify.
fall.
They know Celeste doesn't have Purify. Or Nebula, forgive me. Good job on Celeste staying alive here, kind of spinning to do whatever defense he needs.
Census in a lot of trouble. There comes once again Bahamut raging once more. Census though looking really low. He has to be very careful here. He's gonna be jumped on immediately right away. Is he gonna be taken out? Yes, he will. But they find an opening there. Iron Chef trying to return with the screen, but it's not gonna be enough. Has to run out there. Neo Diamond threatening with the limit break just in time. And jumps out to save his own life. Oh no, Vestel caught out. No shield there to help protect themselves.
Celeste and Nebula should be safe. A minute on the clock here soon.
Regis, they found Regis poking their nose a little bit too far forward right now. It does get back just in time. And right now they're doing such a good job of cycling whoever's on the front line. Just making it hard for Eidolon to find the focus target.
Good
Looks
job
like
on
they have
Celeste
to
staying alive.
run.
4v5.
Oh, Neo is stuck in shield. It is able to be backed up by Vestel. Vestel coming on back, trying to get the right on. Anything else off of that? Not quite yet. The shield goes off for Arimi.
Good Aqua from Chrysis. Iron Chef without guard.
Alright, Ava gets going to let it rip. But nothing too much to follow up off of that. They're going to try to chase after the warrior. They do get the kill on top of one. Can they find Regis?
Census
Regis
up
just
in
sitting
Sky
back
High.
there. They just see Regis back there. They're sitting out very casually. That's actually kind of funny. Oh, they did want to focus on the bar. They do get rid of Arimi. Can they convert
20
off of this?
seconds.
2 down.
Astra still has a lot of distance to push here.
Fences. Trying to run away. Stuck in shield. Well, if they get this kill, this might actually be really good for the push. They're going to be chasing after the Dragoon. They get the kill. That's actually really good for them here. That means it's a 4v5 situation as they push this 50% checkpoint. And Neo looking for more. Going up onto the choke point. Trying to see if you can just get them to stay back here. Gets silenced up. Does grab the potion. Then there goes the limit break coming out. Chris is trying to respond. But no, not in time. And Eidolon pushing the point. And that's going to be game.
Fantastic job from Team Astra there, tying up the series.
They found the one opening that Solar left open, and they took it and ran.
Sorry, taking a game. Again, Solar is on the coming out of losers bracket, so they do need to reset this.
And Eidolon making it one game harder right now, and that game, what a great play, just finding out those picks, and unfortunately Census lingering back a little bit too much right there. That's the last moment. That was like one of the worst unfortunate moments of any set that could happen. And really good job on Eidolon to capitalize on it as soon as possible.
Yeah, and above all, just staying composed, you know, not letting the pressure get the best of them.
Hey, drop the first 2 games, learn how your opponent plays the next one, and get ready for the last 3. Clean it all up. We could be seeing a reverse wipe here.
Any
No?
sound lovers? Where's the sound lovers at?
Nah, we're going back to Palestra.
Oh no.
That said, they do have map advantage for Solar, so they do get the comfort pick for their next 2 maps. Unfortunately, if it gets pushed to a game 5, they can't go back to Palestra. So this is them trying to get the win on the reset on a very even playing field as much as possible. Alright, and it just seems like that one, you just cannot let that one opening through, or the other team will just take advantage of it immediately. And there is that, they found that chink in the armor. Let's see if Eidolon can do it once again.
Yeah, and this can come from any player, right? We've seen highlights from just about everyone here.
I mean, you're so focused on Celeste sometimes because they're just pushing that point constantly that sometimes you gotta be careful whenever there's like a Vestel or a Neo just coming up on them. We saw Neo play extremely aggressively in that last game. Let's see how it's gonna fare for them here as we head on to game number 4.
Here we go. Do they want to pay in and go? Battle voice being prepped from both parts here.
Okay.
Paying on Neo. Gets triggered.
This looks like a repeat of what we saw in the first game right now. Neo in a lot of trouble right now, getting to be counterpawn at the moment, is able to jump out to safety at this time, and Sense is also stuck in shit. Has to be very careful when he's coming on out.
Both Dragoons without Purifier. Miracle on Neo.
Alright, Neo's going to be the first Dragoon to be taken down by Iron Chef. Gets taken down in return. Celeste putting up the aggression right now and trying to hold that point as much as possible. Regis also looking a little bit damaged at the moment. It does look like Vestel wants to go toe-to-toe with the Summoner. Has to back up for the time being, but did he get the kill onto Celeste? Solar relieving a little bit of that pressure.
And the damage profile, right, being kind of close, where both the Dragoon and the Bard come back every 15 seconds, and it's just kind of like who catches who.
Ooh, speaking of which, Krasis catches out the limit break from Ava as well, exchanging the laser beams and coming out the victor. Naya in a lot of trouble as well, is going to go down on the point. It's going to be a numbers advantage on the way. Regis gets away, gets onto the safety.
Amazing healing from Crisis there, saving Regis in a very awkward position.
Here we go, the first 50% checkpoint. Probably going to go the way of Solar Vestel. Going to be delayed just a little bit by Iron Chef America. Oh, got to be careful there. Celeste immediately caught out. And Neo, maybe next to fall, gets hit with the chain. Try and does get the potion at the very least.
LB advantage is in favor of Team Lumber here. They can break the checkpoint and just full summon.
Damage! Neo has a hidden shield, gets to the potion just in time. Yes, there it is. The bind isn't there from Regis fast enough, and now Regis stuck out here, forced himself into shield. This might have been a little bit too far for the Summoner. He's trying to get out as much as he can, but right now they focus him down. Neo gets the revenge on top of him. All these limit breaks at the ready. Let's see who's going to pop theirs first. Ladies and gentlemen, there goes one coming out from
Massive
Chrysis.
on both sides.
The scream goes out as well. Neo Dynamite Go coming in, protecting his friend. Gets the jump onto Iron Shaving, and Vestel finds the kill. Can they get a chain off of this? Going after the Bard next. The Bard is down as well. Can they get the Dragoon? Not quite yet. No chain there, but the Dragoon is going to be taken down regardless. A very good defense coming in from Eidolon.
That should mean that they'll be able to get the 50% here, but they do need to play into limit breaks.
Go. Solo
Again,
ready.
You're seeing time and time again how important these Miracle of Natures are in these pans.
The instant, uncurable polymorph, man. Just finding out that Finding out that one
Dragoons in
moment.
life and guard.
Oh my gosh, so many shields popping up all at once. Both sides just trying to make sure they don't suffer too much damage. Oh, Neo Diamond gets hit with the full force of Bahamut.
Just raining destruction on him.
Remy, though, also in a lot of trouble as well. Vestel right on top of the poor bar, but does get away with the bind. Very nice job with the jump away. And now just trying to apply more pressure to get the kill onto Neo as well. Onto, Ava as well. And now Celeste has to get out now. Opting for the sprint lane. Is it just another Lily? Not quite there. Gets the shield just in time. Oh, they had to back out. Census needs to get back. Okay.
Celeste staying alive.
Ooh, very good for them. They're able to keep their numbers up for this next defense here. Both sides at the checkpoint. Let's see how they defend this one.
Practically Exodia on both sides here.
Oh my gosh, the Limit Breaksmen, they're coming back up, and this is going to be a very scary confrontation for both sides. Who's going to be the one to win it on top? Alright, here we go. The Limit coming out. Vestel gets taken out before they can Seitan Tenchu can even activate. Is that Seitan Tenchu gone? It is. I think that Seitan Tenchu is gone now as well.
Correct.
Neo,
Senses up in the air.
So is Neo.
Ava caught without being able to guard. The target selection on Umbridge is absolutely doing fantastic work here.
And they find Celeste as well, hiding in the corner. And this is going to be maybe an easy 50% checkpoint. Naya and Vestel making it a little bit hard. Here comes Seitan Tenchu.
The good Death Link.
Oh,
Getting the warrior out there here is...
Oh, Naya, though, in a lot of trouble, though. Very low on health. Will be taken out on the sidelines, but they do get the rest of the teammates here on time.
10 seconds.
No one's broken the checkpoint quite yet, though. Vestel sitting on the shield. Has to jump out right now. Oh, tries to Shikuchi out. But no, not fast enough.
Celeste does manage to get the Nebula off here. Needs to hold this point.
Bound up in the shield. Trying to hold on to this as fast as they can. Waiting for Vestel to revive. Gonna be a 4v5 situation here as they try to struggle for this checkpoint. Whoever passes this checkpoint is the winner here. That's how we got into it right now. They got to play this one. Oh my gosh! The laser being taken out. Arimi Census next to him to fall. Now he's able to get out just in time onto the sprint lane. Gets a nice heal from Christus.
Fantastic job from Team Master here. Staying composed.
Oh, this is looking very scary though. Iron Chef America trying to find a position. No, the stun comes out just in time. Naya takes the kill. No cleanse there for poor Iron Chef.
This next fight might spell victory here. Both teams need to play this correctly.
We still have limit breaks though on both sides. The White Mage on both sides having theirs very soon. We got the Dragoons as well. Regis, all five coming online very soon for the side of Solar.
Regis at the ready with the max range Bahamut here, just playing it super safe.
Alright, here we go. Jumping on in. No! Christus gets taken out immediately. Neo finds the target.
Can they trade?
Alright, Chef America pops the screen, but no! Too much damage.
But isn't able to heal.
Oh my gosh, both sides just going neck and neck at it so far. Tanks are down.
Good hard work from Neo, able to stay in the fight here.
Does look like they have to back out for the time being on this ride. Ava's going to be next to fall. Naya trying to stay on the point, but no. Laserbeam comes in from behind. They're going to take care of them. Neo also on the point as well. Just trying to delay this as fast as possible for the rest of the team to revive. Is it going to be enough though? Neo solo on health, has no shield, probably no cleanse, and they're gone. I think we saw this situation just in the last game with the Straggler getting killed at the last second for the final push. We've seen Celeste hold on to the point. A very stubborn person. Here they come.
He needs to contest.
Hold on.
Good job on Umber, just backing off, just playing it slow. Respect the Nebula.
Hey, too tanky right now to deal with. We gotta wait. We gotta wait. And this is enough time for Eidolon to get their full numbers out. RME taken out in the back line. Ava helping them take it out.
Good guard from Celeste there. Staying alive, senses up in the air, not able to get capitalize on the sky shatter there. Red is still with the Bahamut.
Oh, Ava responding in turn. Regis popping the Bahamut as well, trying to see if they get any damage. They do get a lot of damage onto Vestel. Vestel's gone. And both sides are just trading one for one every single time right now. the battlefield expanding to the entirety of this middle section right now.
Naya caught without defensives.
Once again, just trying to hold on to the center point. Neo slowly coming in, sees Arimi, but not quite the softest target at the moment. They might need to back out. They're losing the numbers game at the moment. 4v5.
Well,
Naya
does
soon to
defend
respond.
it.
Oh! Celeste does find the kill onto Census. Iron Chef America responding in turn with the scream. Can they convert off of this?
Chris is no Purify.
Blota on Ava. They get the kill, but Fellcleave is there.
Neo, even with the primal scream on him, will not die.
They escape all the way to the backside. Vestel is hunting. Vestel and Neo once again going into the backlines. They find a poor little Bard standing out behind here with shield. They do manage to bind it at the very least, and now trying to distract them on point.
Guards.
Oh, this is not a place where he just wants to be, though. He needs to get out as fast as possible. He tries to go in the sprint lane to try to go for a juke. No, not fast enough. Naya is there. Crisis tries to respond with the limit break. It does defend nicely against Ava's own limit break as well, so staying alive just for a little while longer. Holding on to it, Ava low on HP. That's 2 down! But the point is still going. Oh my god, every single time we look at a fight, we go back to the point, and Celeste is just there. No, see, look, she just came back to the point.
Between that full brawl, we got 10% progress here.
Oh my gosh, every single bit of progress helps. It all counts in the end. Although, this might be a little bit scary. 2 are respawning on the side of Eidolon. Can they get the 5th one in time very soon? Arimi trying to go on the offensive here, trying to push them back. They need to get this countdown, but here comes Celeste once again coming around the other side, chasing them off the point. Gotta respect this Nebula, man.
Iron Chef with the primal scream here needs to stay alive for it. Ava's sending it, not finding much. Can they get Census?
He's stuck in shield. Can you get out in time? They do get the kill. That's 2 down again.
Cleave. Wow, good job on number there.
They finally have the numbers advantage. They even get the scream onto the 2, onto the point. Celeste looking very low, and then they do pop Celeste. Celeste is down. This might finally be it. This could be the reset for them right now. Neo Daimian trying to hold on to the point as much as possible. Trying to wait for the friends to come back.
Needs to run for this potion. Good Aqua from Ava.
Ava holding on to the point. They get rid of Neo, but here comes the rest of the team right now. Celeste respawning as well. Naya and Vestel trying to come on in. Trying to find any way to defend this, but no. Census takes out the White Mage.
Here comes the good breaker saying he's shot all fast. This is my crystal.
Alright, here we go. They do get the kill on the backside. This is the numbers game is looking very scary. Celeste does have their limit break. This could be a nice stun if they find an opportunity and let the rest of the team make their way in. Vestel trying to come in and onto Census, trying to prevent them from getting potion, but no one's hurt there. Census smartly holds the button, and they take out Celeste with the limit break as well. Neo soon to fall afterwards. Things looking really tough here. 3v5.
They're just numbers on point, and Astra should be able to break here.
Just get 5 people on that point. Push that break that point, and push on forward. Ava gonna go down. They have to hold on to the point. Naya, last one standing. The checkpoint has been broken. Can they clear? No, it's not enough. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we are going into a reset.
Almost a 12-minute match there. Fantastic job from both teams there. And you kind of saw both sides, right? Like it was very close. There was always a nail biter. Both teams were capable of just taking it back on them every single time.
Whew, right now with that, we are on a reset, ladies and gentlemen. Back to 0-0 for both sides. And now we are truly at the grandest final. Let's take a quick look at this right now as both sides getting ready. Whereas we go back to Palestra, all calculated for good old Solar here.
Is this 2 rookie rumbles in a row with the bracket reset? Damn.
Oof. They want us to stay here for a lot longer. we can't leave. We're stuck here forever.
Looks like we will be taking a short bio break, maybe, just to kind of get people to take care of what they need to. Wow.
Yep.
Okay. So,
Yeah.
what do you want to see of from this set? Do you think they might just make us a map selection? Do you want to see a different job?
I think job-wise, we're seeing most excitement coming out from these two teams. I think the biggest thing is that they need to like find a way to coordinate some of these kills from the side of Eidolon. They have a lot of potential with it, but we haven't really seen it work out too much for them. There's so much defensive play coming out of Solar. So many saves that's just happening, and it's making it really hard for them to find these kills at times.
Yeah, and it's also a little hard to judge, right? Because the Gunbreaker was able to, buy so much time for his team. The Warrior, maybe even though he was getting shut down a little bit, was getting a lot of like forced fights with Bloda and the Shout.
Every single time
So
we
it's
see
kind of
the Warrior, Iron Chef always gets the screams in, and that's always led to some sort of advantage for the team.
yeah.
And I mean, again, with the white mages going off against each other, it doesn't feel like who gets it first. It's just more who's able to capitalize on top of it. Are they able to find the opportunities to get a kill off the big stun? But yeah, I mean, again, that was such a tight match. That point
Yeah,
never breaking
Definitely
the
can go either way.
50% point either side. Both of them playing the defense really well there.
And now it pretty much comes down to, right, like they don't have, it's nothing of mechanics. It's just team synergy and just staying composed.
I think the biggest thing is they're learning how to counter Celeste's aggression every single time. I think in that last game, you didn't see as much of a contribution, I would say. Celeste was like so focused on sticking to that point, and they were able to take that advantage and just go to the back line and get rid of everyone else.
Yeah.
I'm very curious to see how they respond to that play.
Definitely the difference, of course, of the double range, right? Like maybe that's a playing factor here. If it's something that they're not used to, should they run a second healer? Maybe a different tank. Like obviously, whatever it takes, right? They need to lay on every option here.
I just want to see what Pat thinks of this. I'm very curious to see who they think will take the win. I did see a lot of Solar fans out there. Looks like we're ready to
Above
go.
all, I'm cheering for the team that pushes the crystal.
I mean, that's Eidolon, right? They're the ones constantly pushing every single time we take a look back at them. All right. Here we go.
All right, the start of a new set.
Here we go. Game number 1, back again here. Eidolon versus Solar. Let's see who's going to be taking the victory here.
No changes.
Nope.
Just kind of sticking to their guns, the true and comfort.
We're at the point where I don't think any amount of class, any comp changes will help you any at all. This is what both of these teams have honed for this set.
Yep. I wonder if they'll decide maybe even like a different opener option if they want to maybe target someone that hasn't really been taking a lot of pressure yet. Just catch somebody completely off guard.
I mean, we've seen like how much damage Regis has been doing. If they can maybe find a way to get him out, because it seems like they're focusing on the Bard as well first. Do you think that's a good idea for for Eidolon, or should they be focusing?
Definitely, if they aren't painting themselves, that is always an option.
To grab the Bard?
Yes. You want to obviously look like real quick, like if it's a, you want to have a 2-target system where if they have Vegas, do they have Pain? I'm gonna swap. Iron with the early guard wants to run, misses, doesn't really catch much. Neo gets the Pain here. Both Dragoons in life looking for as much damage as possible. Kind of a neutral ground here. Iron Chef able to grab the potion. Naya cut even through Purify, just insane burst coming out of Team Umber here, and Naya goes down.
Celeste though still pushing that point at the. Trying to find an opening for them. See if they can find any way through. Celeste though caught out alone. Is it gonna be a no shield? Can they protect
Celeste
the
and
poor
Nebula should be
Gunbreaker?
safe here.
Okay, here we
Look
go.
at the one Vestal here, good blowout.
Yep, waiting patiently for the shield to go down, but Ava coming in with a limit break, trying to see the lasers. Lasers going on left and right.
Pain on Vestal. Oh, Vestal still manages to go down there, but still buys enough time to eat and soak as much damage for his team. Santos with no guard.
Trying to push their way on forward. They have to be very careful. They do take out Neo. Neo's gonna be taken out. Again, one for one trades at the moment still for both sides. No one's taking real advantage yet. This Crystal has not been moving that far at all in this game. We see Regis popping their limit break, trying to summon the Mighty Bahamut. But Regis also taking a lot of damage. She's taken out. Bahamut's gone. Naya finds the snipe just in time.
Chris is set up here, doesn't have Purifier guard.
Ava being chased down behind the sprint lane. No mana as well. Does have to round all the way back, but they get the revenge kill on top of Crisis as well, and Ava's still safe. And this is going to be finally a push for a team as Eidolon were able to make their way forward to the first checkpoint.
Will they stop to 50? Doesn't look like they want to, make sure that they breathe. They want to wait for the warrior here. Both teams with every tool just win this fight right now.
All right, jumping on in, poking their heads out just a little bit. Neo trying to stave off any defenses here. They're going to clear the checkpoint for free here and try to play this one's very safely. Other side, the laser beams goes up from Chrysis. Can they find the kill? They do get the kill onto Ava before she can do anything off of that. Can they find anything else off here? Neo going in with the limit break. Can they catch anything? They do get the second kill onto Celeste as well. So that's 2 down on the side of Eidolon. They may have to run away from this one. Ooh, they even get the kill onto Neo as they're running away. And they're still chasing for more. They're going to find some more on top of this. Vestel soon to fall as well. Has his shield, able to grab the potion. So they're going to back off for the time being and try to make their own push to the 50% mark. Now we're just playing the waiting game. Gotta see
Looks like Celeste wants to
first
contest
one.
this elbow. Chrysis and Red
they're
is
going on
definitely
in.
looking
They're
for an
going
angle here.
Vestel's looking
Bahamut
for
goes
some.
down.
Vestel gets caught out though. Coming in from behind, gets taken out immediately. Senses gets the kill.
Climate will be on Neo. Now you're caught on all the cleave.
That's all 3 of the DPS down for now. This is not looking great for Eidolon here.
One minute on the clock. It's okay if they let Celeste die here. Just try to regroup. Use the clock to your advantage. They still need to break.
Here we go. This is actually a really good play for them right now. They're holding on to this point. And that's going to be their turn to break the 50% point checkpoint and even grab the lead in the meantime. Celeste not there fast enough to stop that lead, and here we go.
Chef looking for a shout.
Not quite yet. Ava and Sensus both looking low on either side. Actually, Sensus being chased after, has to jump into the air. Does actually get the kill on top of Ava in the meantime.
Fantastic sky high from Sensus there.
Shielding's all there, but still also soon to fall. Even with low HP, Sensus is out here still causing a lot of chaos. They see another opportunity to find a kill on
Rainy
Celeste
just
as well.
raining arrows on him. Just
Neo
not giving them any space.
Oh, they're surrounding poor Neo. Catching him out. Primal Rend. Can they catch off anything off those? No, the shield is there just in time, but it has to back off for the potion. Meanwhile, back on the point. Can they do anything about this? Celeste soon to respawn. They have one more chance to try to defend this, make a comeback here.
Neo Force will be here. Ava without Purify though.
Vestel finds
Good
the
catch
kill.
on the warrior.
They're back off for the time being. They have a lead. But again, we've seen what leads are like on this map.
Oh, please don't get off the map or the crystal.
Just slowly shuffling it, you know, just slowly making
God.
its way forward, trying to make sure
Servers
everyone's
with servers nowadays, I don't know if that's the right idea.
It'll be fine. It's not that terrible.
Yep, both teams playing into enemy white mage LBs here.
Okay, here we go. Both sides trying to find an opening here right now. Celeste holding on to the point as Iron Chef jumps on in. Meanwhile, on backside, Sense is trying to find an opening. Has to pop shield immediately. However, here we go. The first laser beam coming out from Chrysis. Not finding too much. Did you get the stun onto Neo? But the damage on top of Iron Chef America is really big right now. But they also get the kill onto
The exchange
Celeste.
of tanks.
All right, now the aggression's wide open right now. Both sides trying to see who can out DPS the other. Ava looking really low at the moment. No mana as well. Has to use the sprint lane to escape. Census is going to be chasing. Oh no! Census goes back. Arimi unfortunately gets killed in the meantime. Vestel finds the opening. They get the revenge on top of Naya.
We're just caught in that horde war, forced to Bahamut. Fast with the Deathlink.
Okay, here we go.
Sky Shadow from Neo. Good shuffling from Team Master right here, just doing everything they can to stay in this game.
Doesn't
Deathlink
feel like-
one.
Oh, they get the kill onto Celeste. Gets the silence, unable to press shield just in time. But Vestel gets the kill onto Iron Chef America. Once again, it's the chain trade. And now numbers advantage going the way of Eidolon.
4v3 in favor of Team Master here. Umbra with not many tools here.
Oh, Chrysis is solo. Oh, Chrysis is gone. And Regis just trying to hold on to the point as much as possible. The potion's still there just in case they need to back up to it. Actually, okay, Regis will be able to catch it just in time, but has to back out. Gets to get the kill onto Ava at the very least.
Good job on Team Umbra here to
Oh.
find an angle.
Slowly pushing, keep on pushing. They're almost there.
Celeste needs to hold on for his team here. Just
Right now,
6% distance is all they need.
They find the kill onto Naya at the very least on the sprint lane. And you just need to slowly push on forward. Celeste holding on to this. Where is everyone else? Making their way back, I guess. It looks like all around the
Here comes
world the
healing from
combat
Ava.
goes. Regis just trying to peel people off the point. And here goes
The
Census
snapshots
has
just-
Census has a limit break right on top of Ava. Is it gonna be enough? Yes,
All
Ava
the
is
damage
gone.
coming out, unfortunately, before Team Master can press guard here. Chris just wants to put the nail in the coffin with the white mage
Oh,
LB.
stun on top of Neil. Neil is able to cleanse it right off, but it's very low on HP right now. No shield. 9 needs to get back here as soon as possible. Does manage to reach it. Shields up immediately as they touch it, and now just have to wait for Celeste.
Oh no, the miracle
Oh!
nature.
No, not in time. That's gonna be it. Celeste not
Game
fast
one for Team
enough.
Solar.
Oh man. Okay. Very strong defense at the end there by Solar. Ooh. Look, right now,
Wow.
Solar is looking real good here. They are on fire. Alright, now we wait for game number 2. Oh, man.
Just Reg is showing the power of the summoner here. Just able to, he's always kind of playing safe from a distance. Just always finding a way to make sure to capitalize the damage with the goon and the summoner together with the double festers and just securing kills. And the power of the pain and the Aegis here as well. They're making very strong uses of them.
Alright, we are going to C9 for game number 2 of this final set.
Let's go.
Alright. Very excited to see where this goes as we head on to the second game. I mean,
But we've
once
seen
again,
also Team Eidolon has taken a game off this team before, so let's just see if they can rally.
they've beaten them before, so
Yeah.
this is still within their reach of taking the win here. Again, they just have to win 3 games versus Solar 6. Well, now 2, because we are in this final set, but still a possibility for Eidolon to push us all the way back.
The fryers are revved indeed.
All right. What will the Iron Chef bring to the battle? Right now, we're seeing a lot of tank exchanges in these last few skirmishes between these two teams. Like, these guys want to get rid of the tanks on both sides real bad.
What makes the Dragoon bar damage just so powerful, right? Is it's on top of it being a little difficult to read. It's just how fast you can snapshot be pre-guarding, right? Like, it's just kind of who's first to the punch here.
All right, now here we go.
The
into
power
the
of
game.
these early guards is going to mean so much in these openers.
We're gonna see. Again, we see Celeste show great restraint here with the guard, just making sure that it doesn't pop it too early. And it's gonna be, here we go, pulling Celeste on in. No guard activated quite yet, holding on to it just as they need it to be.
No guard
Oh,
on
yeah,
Neo, no
Celeste.
guard on Iron Chef here.
Oh my gosh, Celeste jumped to the back line. Just trying to do as much damage as they can, but Neo's gonna be caught out in the end. They were trying to grab Senses, but Senses is gonna be able to heal up in the back line. Lots of recuperates spent there, but full health in the end.
The patience from Chris is there to just wait and find the opportunity to serve strike and just get the Miracle of Nature to secure their first kill.
Oh, they grab Celeste all the way behind enemy lines, and they take out the poor Gunbreaker. And right now, it just feels like Solar have a game plan, and they are executing it to the fullest. All right. Looks like they might give up the 50% mark here. Neo going on in, trying to bait anything with a shield. Not quite yet. Does get some
Good
damage
pain
onto
on
Iron
Eva
Chef.
just to get into position, but not really
Oh,
taking advantage
no!
of the pain on Eva to go. They find the Miracle of Neo on Neo, unfortunately, here. Kind of very, very scary situation here on Astra, because it can just be one fight here on Cloud9 and it's over.
They get the miracle onto Sensus, but unable to capitalize on it. Sensus able to run away back to get the potion. And they have a lot of limit breaks at the ready here. Ava might need to be very careful right now. Here comes the Bahamut. Here comes the Scream. So
The
much
Primal Scream
damage
on
coming.
3.
So much AoE
Perfect
damage
macro
right
there
now.
from Team Umber there. If you notice, they kind of backed off there and kind of didn't let Team Astra play into them. Like they Umber backed off just enough and kind of reeled him in to send it right back at him.
And now here comes the limit break for all their trouble. Celeste to fall as well. This might be looking like a very quick game number
Still
2
no
here.
Purify. This first turbulence is not going to help the situation either.
All right, wow.
And
This is
Anaya
the
winning
first
5.
turbulence? Oh
Yes.
Oh my god. That's how fast this game has been.
Good timed guard from Naya here.
Oh man, they see Ava falling, trying
need
to see
to
if they
find
can kill. Oh, Neo Dynamite also quick to fall. That's 3 down on the side, even with
Did a
limit
tornado?
breaks.
I think a tornado spawned right on top of them as they jumped in. They kind of collapsed on the target, and a tornado just happened to be right there in the fray. And I'm pretty sure that kind of chunked both of the DPS and Neo and Ava there, or Neo, yeah, 1 healer and 1 DPS there.
Oh my gosh, this
Very
Celeste.
unfortunate situation there. Celeste doing everything he can. Nebula's gonna run out here.
That's not gonna be
Neo
enough.
needs to make it on in Sky Shatter if he can to buy time.
They're doing their best to
But
hold
Regis
on.
with the Bahamut.
Oh no, Naya next to fall. Ava on the point, but already so low on the HP. Just so much has to spend, tries to spend there to get
Shuffling
any sort of
guards.
stun, but it's not enough. Neo using
Neo in the
this.
air. Santa's matches it.
Oh, the desperation's real. They do get the shield just in time as well. Has
The
to jump
silence
out.
perfect there from Arimi. As soon as Neo's ready to get out, Arimi just sends it and secures the kill on Neo. This is what's okay. So now we can see where the Gunbreaker can shine, right? Just buy more time.
Hey, they have limit break at the ready, popping it up, letting it rip. But no, stun comes out. No cleanse, and they're gonna be taken out. Shield up as
Good
much
guard
as
here.
possible.
Aquavo to keep him up.
Oh, but is that gonna be enough? Celeste being surrounded, we can take it out immediately, and Ava next to fall, maybe? No, not quite yet. Meanwhile, back on point 9, trying to defend as much as possible, but immediately taken out. Instant one shot right there. As the team just coordinating damage after damage, blow after blow.
The miracle on Neo. But the guards on Team Astra here not looking very promising here. Celeste needs to find a way to stay alive. Again, another Bahamut. Oh no, just the amount of pressure Team Umber was able to bring and just, kind of just send it to him. A clean game here from Team Abra.
That no deaths at all. That Solar are hot right now, as true it is to their name. That is insane. They are so warmed up at the moment, and it feels like Eidolon's looking a little bit lost right now.
Still, again, as we mentioned, they've taken the game off them before. Just, to take whatever situation out of a playbook, they need to mental reset. Just breathe.
Take
This
all
is
the
not
time you need
impossible.
for this next map. Think about it. Where do you want to go?
Yep.
What advantage do you have? Sands it is.
Going to the Sands? Let's go.
The potential final game of this set, game 3, going to the Red Sands. Once again, no composition change from either side. We're going all in on this. Just trying to find that opening. I mean, they're going to the place where what is literally Solar's home turf, if you think about it, right?
I think Raven also loves to call it that we're going to Egypt.
Yeah.
I like to say it's Mos Eisley.
Going to Tatooine, baby.
Yeah.
A long, long time ago in a galaxy far away.
Oh god. Solar is ready though. It's going to be a sunny day for them.
Oh, is it never not sunny here? And here we go. Alright, Eidolon. They can still do this. They're still in the set. They have 3 games in a row to win to get this win against Solar here, but Solar is looking so good right now. Every single pick has just gone their way.
What makes also Sands a bit more unique is how these openers are played out. There's a lot more corners. They can one side. There's 2 angles right from the speed lane and the little the corridor coming out of the Sandstream. So these openers, this game of footsies here is a little bit more unique compared to other maps.
Yep. Which path out of the Oases do you want to go out? Down the middle or off to the Sandstream?
Yeah, and the range able obviously to a little in the favor of Team over here as a double range comp, right? It's because it's kind of whoever's the first to peak will usually beat the other team to the punch here, just to the nature of ping, right? So let's see how they capitalize with it.
Here we go. Off to the middle, both sides poking away at each other. Celeste looking for an angle to jump on in right now as they make their way forward. Trying to find a corner there.
Both pains going out.
Neil's popping shield really early. He understands immediately that they want to kill him, and there they go. They get the kill onto Regis. They find him off in the corner this time. This might actually be the best first pick off to get.
If Naya manages to live here, this will put Astra in a fantastic favor to win this first initiative here.
Oh, Chris is hit with a Miracle of Nature, has to run away. Backed up, but stunned up by Vestel. Can they get the kill off of this? Has to pop the Aqua Veil, but no, it's not enough.
They recognize Naya didn't reset there and capitalize.
Right now, just slowly pushing their way forward. Army maybe next to fall, being chased down by the entire team right now. Oh, there it is, the laser beam. Just trying to find these kills left and right, and the first 50% checkpoint going the way of Eidolon here. This is the kind of thing they needed.
Events, the Luna Tender.
Ah, there it is.
Both teams want this.
Get on here, everybody. Get your shields up. There it is. The Luna Tender Santa has come.
Neo. The Warden's just keeping Neo alive here just enough to stay alive.
And Celeste still on the point. It is going to be finally taken out. A lot of damage is going to be poured on top of the Gunbreaker, so they're going to have to back up for this time being. And they have a lot of Limerick making their way forward. A second kill right on top of Ava to follow up as well.
Sentinel Purify.
Oh no! Can they get the kill off of this? They will. Neil does get the poke, and now he jumps straight into the limit break, trying to chase them away from the point and trying to just keep them off this area as the rest of the team makes their way forward. But is this too much? The Primal Run coming in as Regis comes in from the backside with the Ifrit dash. The Bahamut goes off as well. That's so much damage on top of the poor Dragoon. Trying to escape to the speed lane isn't enough. No! Akmorn says goodbye.
Good job on number here. Let's see if they'll be able to match the 50% here. They will also have the Oasis advantage.
They still have 2 limit breaks at the ready to just defend this point as well. So they are well prepared for this, even taking the time to grab the Oasis buff.
No,
Antlion?
no.
Antlion?
The one thing you don't want to see, we do have a disconnect. It looks like
Oh shoot, really?
on the Luna tender as well.
Oh no.
Not the situation you want to be in right now. Neo goes down. This might just be let them kind of push a little bit longer, kind of to maximize these 2 minutes.
This is the worst possible way to end this right now. They have to fight this out though. They still are holding at the 50% checkpoint. They do grab potion just in time. Nice job for Celeste trying to escape the way forward, but now he's going to take the fall on top of the point.
Let's see what's going on. I believe it's already been way too long. There's no way. Like, it's just kind of the unfortunate reality of things. It's already been way past the starting encounter, and especially after a 50% mark. So there's really not much we can do about this DC here.
Everything going the way. Oh, nope. Not quite. Not quite. They're good still.
Celeste is buying as much time.
Oh, the heat wave though coming in right now. This is one thing after another for poor Eidolon right now. Celeste holding on his shield, trying to
end it.
Oh,
they know the Gunbreaker's the one stalling here, so they need to kill him. Unfortunately, now they need to fight into the heat wave without Oasis here.
This is looking really bad. Vestel trying to hold on to the point as long as possible. It's not going to be enough. Instantly taken down. The point
Bardo
slowly
be coming
ticking
out
back
from
forth.
Arimi. They're trying to end it right here now.
Solar have been playing this entire tournament so well. Even after falling to Eidolon in the winner's semis, they clawed their way back up through the loser's bracket, and bit by bit, they can see the victory here as they're slowly gaining these kills one by one. Celeste going to be next to fall. Vestel trying to defend, gets the Shikuchi onto the point. But is it going to be enough? Shield goes up.
From Vest. Naya might be able to make it back. Unfortunately, that's the LB advantage on Team Umber here.
That's going to be it, ladies
and the bloater to secure the win here. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of Rookie Rumble 4. Rookie Rumble 4 winner here. It's going to be Solar.
And good job coming out of losers, right? Having to force the bracket reset.
Ooh, a very unfortunate ending for Eidolon, but Solar still looked really good in there.
Yeah, and still though, Eidolon came out, as the first encounter here. They definitely put on a really good statement that they can definitely win this, and hopefully we get to see more of them soon.
And with that, we have your champions of Rookie Rumble number 4. It's going to be Solar! All right.
Yeah, massive congratulations to Team Solar. Shout out to every team. Thank you guys for coming out and putting on a fantastic show, not only for myself to watch, right, but for everyone here. Hopefully everybody had a blast. I know I did. Again, shout out to PvPrimal for putting this together.
And with that, Solar wins the 25 million gil grand prize here. And with that, let us see if Garu has any last words to say as we wait for him to.
Can we put Team Solar on screen here? Yeah.
Yeah, let's see if we can get them on side.
Let's take a second. We can show Solar on screen here for a sec as they gather together, and we should have a interview soon, I believe. Let's see what's going on. Give us a few minutes.
They did gather here. Okay, let's go back in the game. Here we go.
Yeah, I believe all of Solar is right here.
Where are they? I can't find them. Here we go.
They're showing
Regis, Iron Chef America. There they are.
Do markers work in Alliance chat? Only one way to find out.
I don't see one.
Let's get them on screen here. Again, your Rookie Rumble 4 winners. Making a great losers run out, right? They didn't drop a single match in losers as well.
Yep, they did. a fantastic job holding on to their wins here, even after falling to Eidolon very shortly in the winter semis yesterday. They made it all the way back through and have become your champions of the Rookie Rumble number 4. Look at them in all their glory here. Arimi even switching to Dark Knight for the funsies. Alright, let's see how things are going. I hope everyone here had a great time. Right now is here we go.
And again, this is mostly a monthly thing. They will not be hosting one next month, unfortunately, but that doesn't mean that there won't be another event coming up then. Make sure you join the Discord, you hit follow, tune into other socials so you stay in touch.
There's a lot more PvP here coming out from PvPrimal right now. A lot of stuff. The Rookie Rumble 5 signups are going to be underway very soon, I believe. Primal Pit 2 is making its way forward here too. Cannot wait to see what happens here. Here we go. A bit of invasion here from a random person. There we go. I mean, really great plays coming in from the team right now as we wait for a few words here. How everyone has been doing in chat, I hope. Unfortunate for Eidolon, they played very well up to this point, making it all the way to grand finals, taking down everyone they met on winner's side. That is such a strong achievement for them.
And their first tournament together, right? So, it only shows us how promising they can play.
I can't wait to see what they do in further games, because that aggressive playstyle that Eidolon brought to the table was so strong here, and only just now did it finally fall.
And also Solar with a bit of a mix-up in the roster as well, so a huge shout out to them. I don't know how much time they've had together to practice and such, but just putting on a fantastic show to kind of show that they've been doing very well together, and maybe this is their main roster now.
And here we go. Here's Gary with
Hello.
How you doing?
Yes.
Man?
No, congrats to Solar. That was a crazy run in losers bracket. I'm gonna start grabbing everybody into the channel here. As soon as I can, there's move. Right, let's grab Regis. We get Iron Chef.
There we go.
Yeah, me and Iron are taking it. What's going on, guys?
Yeah. Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
He's a
Is Census or anyone else want to hop in the chat? Well, we can I'll grab the entire team. If anyone else wants to hop in.
I think Arimi can't. He has work.
Okay.
He's ignored his boss.
Did we end right on time?
Oh, there's Census.
Nice.
No, he's an hour late.
Oh no.
Pull in census. Census
Oh,
wants
it's
to
my mic down. All right, I got you.
But yeah.
Hello.
Let me talk a little quieter. Hello, can everyone still hear me? Am I good?
Yeah, I can
you're
hear you
good,
fine.
All right, perfect. All right, how are you guys feeling? You guys made a pretty big run through losers
Pretty good.
with a whole bracket reset.
Our whole mindset after the first loss was the games were very winnable. We threw the first game, and then the second game was pretty even until the gunbreaker spin. And so it was just like, we can definitely get to finals. We can definitely win against them. That was our whole
beginning to
mindset.
believe, as they say. Oh, there's a remake.
Like the game, we had really clean games. So that was our kind of mindset going in.
Yeah, and especially to not let the mental weight or kind of getting exhausted by then. Through and through, you guys put on a hell of a performance every game and kind of stepped up from everybody here, right? You didn't falter any way through, so huge props on that.
Yeah, I'm just quietly popping off whenever I make a play. I just didn't speak. I just kept moving across the map. But yeah, it was a great game. Is there anything you guys want to say, Census, Iron, or Rim? What do you guys think?
Consensus said you had to go BRB.
Oh, I can go. Dude, so we just added Census to the roster. So this was literally our first event with them. So that's a very, very, very good sign for the fucking future.
Yeah.
So congrats to them, because honestly, that's imagine just coming in and popping off that fucking hard. Popping off that hard.
Nah, you can Darius. It's okay. It's okay.
We're getting banned.
Then they're the fucking goat. It is what it is.
What I do want to ask is like, did you guys know right away that you wanted to play the Summoner Bard, or is that like something that just kind of happened last minute? Have you been practicing it and you kind of just stuck to your guns?
I feel like a
Well-
lot of that. Oh, do you want to answer that?
Yeah,
Regis?
go
You
ahead.
can. Oh, okay. I'll answer.
Yeah, you can go on.
A lot of it just has to do with like comfort picks and then our roster. So we have other players in our roster, but we just weren't really lining up with scrims, and obviously people were out. So the group we had, this is like the roster we thought would be like the most beneficial. Like running, like we usually run, instead of like if we were gonna run standard, I think we'd swap out summoner for like monk or something like that. But since we had Regis, we decided just to run like, well, and myself, I guess, like we decided to run summoner and try to work with what we have. So that was like the big thing. So some of our syncing was kind of off because like I think there was a couple times where like I wanted to LB and then Regis LB and I just wasn't like paying attention. So we missed it. Like we missed the sync for that.
Yeah. Question for Crisis. Is it Crisis? Crisis, forgive me if we've been butchering your name. I never got the chance to really ask you.
I don't think
Was this
Crisis
there
is here.
first? Oh, is that not this
No, that's a
individual here?
random. That's a random.
That's a random. Nice.
Oh,
Good
it's a
job,
random.
Gary.
Oh.
Yeah, sorry,
Oh,
I
I'm
was
sorry.
just joining because I saw someone in the PvP channel. I was like, see what's up. And then he said there was there for interviews. I'm sad to have missed the matches, though. They sound
Hello.
really amazing.
Oh, hello.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we lost
Crisis
that.
says that they're hiding right now. So
They're hiding.
no
That's
Crisis.
okay if they don't want to. Yeah, that's understandable. It's okay.
To answer it, he's been in tournaments before.
Okay.
He's had some experience with us since CCRC, I believe, right?
Yeah. What I wanted to
Yeah.
ask is kind of like the Hawaii mage is kind of the glue here, right? And like they kind of had to use a lot of extra pressure and like read the burst or beat the enemy. Hawaii mage will be kind of always be constantly thinking on top of healing through the massive around a goddamn burst that's in the game right now. So I wanted to congratulate them for making it this far. They put on a hell of a job. Yeah.
He's been working on it, a lot of it, on just timing stuff. And we trusted Arumi a lot with the play calling, but sometimes Crisis would do his own LBs for kills that was pretty good throughout the day.
We're kind of getting to the point now where shot calling is becoming less important because we've all kind of developed a game sense around each other and what we want to do.
Yeah.
So our comms are much clearer than they used to be because when you're still figuring each other out, right?
Mhm.
So it feels good when
It's pretty much primarily like Ari and me, like kind of going back and
Yeah.
forth.
Yeah, it showed a lot in I called it out in the Cloud9 game where there was a moment where you were at their 50% and then the enemy team was coming in and you kind of like lured them in. I just say like, like fish luring them, and you backed off so that you guys would play into them or let them come play into you guys as the double range, and then Arimi and Regis, you guys were just always at the safest distance possible and maximizing your damage while letting them come in.
Exactly. And there were some games that Regis and I didn't die once. Which means we were playing in Narnia the whole freaking time, which puts a lot of pressure on Census and Crisis, but still, like, it does make it harder for them to make calls.
No pressure on me, by the way. No pressure at all on Iron.
Yeah,
you
it's
just
okay.
like
I'm used to going John Wick mode, dude. I play melee on Aether, so I'm used to being in light pressure.
No, the chat was going crazy for Iron.
Yeah.
He's the boy.
All you hear is USA, USA, USA.
Check his grill.
He's fucking
US.
To know.
Just fun.
he's my president. I voted for him. Well, GG's. My boss is calling me again.
Any other questions you guys have for us?
I think Teammaker might have had to step away here.
Yeah.
Not sure if he needed a minute.
Do you have anything else you want to ask them, Merlin? Or
I mean, those are definitely the standout. Like the uniqueness in the double ranged, the macro. Like as I said, you guys kind of shuffled the roster around a little bit, but you guys really made it seem like you glued together extremely well.
Mm-hmm.
There was a lot of like really critical moments where just like the slightest like peak, like taking advantage of whose peaks first is the double ranged was extremely well done. You could tell the shot calling was on point. I believe you said that's Arimi and Crisis kind of back and forth.
Yeah, I was just going with first calls and like overview, like telling Crisis, hey, we're gonna LB, and then Iron and Senses are gonna look for the next couple kills.
Yeah, it was pretty
We
much
were
like
trying
I
to
said, like
separate-
back and forth between Ari and myself, and then Crisis would like call out when he has poly, and we'd send it
Yeah.
on.
We were trying to
target.
split up our usage a lot, and that helped
Yeah.
a lot.
Especially playing against the core mirror, right, of Bard, Goon, Dragoon.
Yeah.
So it's kind of just like a who beats first to the punch or is in a better position. Especially with like the Horde Roars, right? Like maximizing the Horde Roar and just kind of getting in there or meeting the other Dragoon's LB.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the summoner has such massive range sometimes with their LB, so they can't really pressure me unless they want to all get off point and chase me, which happened in the last game. They did give me on opener. I didn't expect them to touch iron and then go on me. I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah,
I guess
and just like the snapshot from like Summoner
Yeah,
LB is so strong because you can't really like do anything about it. It's just like insta, you know.
Yeah.
So that was like huge for just getting like that mass like nuke damage off and yeah, exactly.
I wanted to say
guess
too that Eidolon played. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Merlin.
No, go ahead, please.
I was just gonna say Eidolon played very well. And a lot of times, like in our head, we said like, I think we win the macro game. I think we win our sync up because we have more damage. As long as we can disrupt like their burst, which is like Dragoon, right? Like that's the main burst on their team. And so every time like it looked like we were kind of spooked, we just had to back off. Like it's better to like take our time and then make a better push than it is to just kind of panic and then you're desynced and then like I bet some of our plays like we were going back and forth. I think we were a little washy on that, and then we started kind of getting into the rhythm of like making sure we're playing more safe and lining ourselves up a little better. But Eidolon played very well. Yeah,
because definitely like obviously up front, it's very hard as a spectator sometimes if you're new to like kind of watch like all of these invisible things that you're mentioning with in terms of macro and like understanding what your team is trying to do, right? Like having a clear game plan. Like it's not so upfront, so I'm glad you mentioned that. My last question for you guys is, or I guess question for me is, when did you guys know you could win? Like, did you come in knowing like, hey, we can take this? Did you like what game was it where you're just like, we got this? Go ahead, sorry.
I think yeah, we could won the whole tournament. When looking at the teams, I thought Eidolon was one of the toughest teams there. And first game against them, we should probably have won. At that point, I was like, okay, we can win this whole thing. Because I'm like, we played against Sharks, we scrimmed against Sharks a lot. They're one of our scrim partners. And they were doing well. I'm like, okay, if we can just consistently do what we can do, we can definitely make it the losers finals to beat Idol. And that's why I thought we could win the whole thing. At least for me.
Yeah. Well, again, massive congratulations to you guys. Thank you guys for coming out. Again, a huge shout out to all 8 teams. It was 8 teams, right? My math is bad.
It was 8 teams. 8 teams.
Fantastic performance. Again, congratulations. It was a winner take all again, and you had to go through the reset here and kind of get out of losers, take the bracket reset, and you guys pulled it off. So huge, massive props to you guys.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Merlin.
Great.
And big thanks to everyone that organized this whole thing. I know it takes like a lot of time and effort to run these sorts of events, so shout out to Gary and Raven
and Gil.
And Gil.
And Gil.
So just thank you guys for like taking the time like to do this kind of thing, and it's definitely appreciated.
Well, thank you guys, and so once again, congratulations. Great run, you guys. You did a really good. Definitely one thing I do want to ask. How were you guys feeling yesterday? Because you guys got sent down to losers in round 1, and then you just started making like your comeback today. Was there anything different that you guys felt today versus yesterday?
I feel like we just cleaned it up because we were playing pretty sloppy just in general. I mean, one thing that I pointed out specifically when we got sent down to the losers bracket when we lost to Neo's team, we were sending bursts into Nebula, and I was like, why are we doing this? So we stopped doing that.
Also, I don't know if you noticed, but I changed my glam for today.
Oh.
I was not the Giga Chad Dwarven tank I was yesterday, because the first game against Eidolon, I could have just bloated and rented the Gunbreaker off point. But it's one of those things where we haven't had a lot of time in our scrims where we're in a situation where we played to keep the point away from them because we had the advantage, right? So we were basically running like a screen defense, and the Gunbreaker made it through, and I just kind of like, I made the biggest misplay. I should have just pulled them off. I had all the tools, and I didn't. And so I was like, all night, I was like, I am never forgetting to bloat a rend or bloat a people off the point, like, again. Like, it lived rent free on my head all night. And then after like the first match, I felt a lot better in terms of like the first loser match, I felt a lot better in terms of like ramping up. So
the secret is glamour.
Yeah, this is my my revenge glamour.
I was focusing on what Gunbreaker is doing. It was our kind of strat, and me personally just playing same as always, like play the safe, play back, but look toward the point in the end game a bit more because I got wrapped up a bit too much on that, and I was calling people back to point sometimes today.
Well, I mean, all these things, right, just means all the more deserved.
Once again, congratulations to you guys for being our 4th Rookie Rumble winner. I'll take this moment to say there is not going to be a Rookie Rumble next month. As a reminder, we are all right. Teamer, can you throw the slide up for Primal Pit really quick? Surely we still have a. Oh yeah, that's right. It's on the other scene. Okay, so next month instead of Rookie Rumble, we're gonna be running our annual Primal Pit. This is for people trying to get more experience with Light Party. We have 8 coaches. We have not named the 8th coach yet, but it's going to be the final weekend, like our Rookie Rumbles usually are. It's solo duo signups. You need to be plat ranked or higher to join. And we're going to assign everybody into teams of 6, and you will be given one of the coaches you can see right here, and have a month to learn from them with a tournament at the end. It was really, really fun last year. Merlin was a coach last year. I'm pretty sure other people. I'm sure if anyone remembers or has been like following PvPrimal for a while, you should remember the first Primal Pit. Also, yeah, shout out to Ali for making all of the 8-bit designs that you see and everything. We have a little more planned that will get revealed later, closer to the stream. But that's what we're doing next month. So no Rookie Rumble next month. Rookie Rumble will be coming back in April. So I hope everyone's excited for that. It should be a really fun time. I can't wait to see how the teams look. Signups due. Let me actually. That's what I'm forgetting. What is it? Is it Primal Pit? Surely the command is Primal Pit, right? No. What would I name it? Pit. No. It's not PP. I don't listen. The command's there. What's hold on. Let me find Nightbot really quickly. No. Signups end next weekend. We're gonna start closing them next weekend. So make sure to sign up if I can even find the command. Surely I can. What did I name it?
Yep. This is your opportunity to join PvPrimal Discord if you haven't already. It'll make your life easier to follow along. Make sure you get the roles, and you will find it.
It's Primal Pit 2 because it's the second one. I'm so smart.
Nice.
Yeah, but no. That's the sign up form. Signups are gonna end. I'm gonna be shouting it out at everybody and then spamming everybody to get a little reminder. But this is next month. So definitely follow the stream, join the Discord, sign up if you want to. We've got Socks, Kogan coming back, Teammaker, who's also, who's on camera here tonight. And we have another commentator that we're waiting for a confirmation on, so we're not going to name them yet. But commentary should be great. Tournament should be great. It should be a really fun time. Definitely looking forward to that. And the last thing to wrap up the stream would be, can we get the slide for all of you who helped donate Gil and other stuff? Also, shout out to everybody who helped tonight. Teammaker, who's doing the camera, Merlin commentary, Faraway James for commentary, Taro for commentary. Also, shout out to Taro, the new head moderator on Revival. Our head mentor on Revival, my bad. Shout out to Audrey, helping with Party Finders, Raven, helping with Party Finders, Lolly, doing all the predictions. Lolly also taking videos and like little clips we're gonna plan for other tournaments to try and it'll add some spice to the stream. Also Audrey for taking photos. Thank God we finally got a map of Red Sands. But wait, Teammaker, do we have the slide for donations? But anyway, thanks to everybody who helped with donations too. I cannot remember off the top of my head, but we if anybody would like to help donate to the stream, we have a mannequin on Primal Behemoth in Shirogane, Ward 15, Plot 22. I think I'm doing this correctly off memory. It's called the PvP Fund because I wanted to make it really simple and easy to remember. So if anyone would like to help donate, please visit and just drop a couple of gil if you'd like. But that's all we have. Does anyone else have anything else they wanted to say before I send us out with a raid?
Register Census, do you want to maybe shout out anything about your team specifically or anything?
Shout out to the entire team. Love you guys. It's been a lot of just playing, scrimming, figuring stuff out.
Yeah,
Hope you continue doing well. That's all.
Yeah, I'd like to just say thanks to Regis for taking me on. Like when my former team kind of split off, I was gonna like take a break from LP for a bit, but I saw that his team was looking for a melee player to add to their roster, so I signed up for that, and I'm glad I was able to come in and join Solar. So shout out to Regis and everyone else. Yeah, that's it.
Okay. All right, we're gonna be sending you guys over to Tamari. I think Tamari is streaming PvP right now.
All right. Thank you guys again, everybody, for tuning in. Everybody for participating. Hopefully you guys had fun. Thank you to Gary on PvPrimal for letting me be a part of this.
Thank you, Merlin. All right. Well, thank you again, everybody. Have a good night. Let's enjoy Tamari. I think they're playing ranked. Is ranked even popping on Primal anymore? God, Primal's fallen.
Oh, no.
All right, that should be it.